Hey, how y'all doing today? Brian's NNE. We have, hopefully we get some more people in here soon. And we will kick things off. I'm sorry, it caught me with a couple of grapes in my mouth. My favorite evening snack, grapes. Hey, Glenn Lambert, how you doing today? It caught me with my favorite in my mouth. I love grapes. A lot of times I'll munch out on grapes during the evening because it's just one of those things you can get hold of. So what's Glenn Lambert up to? We'll open up the panel here and see if anybody would like to come up, see if Glenn would like to come up and say hi. It's always nice to have Glenn Bright stop by. He always has some words of wisdom to share. Glenn and I have been friends for, God, as long as I can remember Glenn first coming in here. There you go. Anybody who'd like to come up, feel free to come up. Anybody. All are welcome. And if you know that somebody is on the ban list and you'd like to have them, give them a second shot. If you'd like to ask for them to have a second shot, feel free and we will give them a second shot. Second, third shot, whatever it is, whatever. Everybody deserves a second shot. Have not had a chance to look around on YouTube to see what's happening today. So if anybody knows anything happening today, please jump up and inform us. I have been too busy with doing things that I have to do, like washing the dishes. What else? I'm doing some other things. Going to pick up the little girl, taking her to school, picking her up, being a real go-getter, taking her to school, go-getter, doing all those things. Good evening, AJB. How you doing? AJB. Glenn Larry. Glenn coming up here. How you doing, Glenn?
Pretty good. How are you?
No, I'm still kicking around. Still, I don't know why it is. I love grapes. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I should not do another grape memo. But I love grapes. They're one of those little foods that you can grab and toss in your mouth and just chew it. I don't know what it is, why I love grapes so much. I've just been running around today, Glenn, trying to get a few errands done. Because the wife, I don't know if you've ever been married or not, but the wife had a honey-do list today. And I swear it was longer than my arm. So there's a lot of honey-do this, honey-do that. And so I've been out doing those all day today. So, like I said, didn't have anything to do with YouTube today. So what's going on YouTube? You heard anything new? Any gossip or what's going on?
Nah, I can't really say anything really new. In fact, I took a little stroll. I had to go to the store, and luckily for me, the store I went to about a mile. Well, it wasn't a bad little walk. Mile where I live at, and I'm like, well, you know what? I might as well do this. Get my exercise in. Try and get myself motivated. Do something. Try not be lazy.
How old are you, Glenn?
I'm 44.
Oh, good. You wait till you get to be 59, and because I'm disabled, so I'm not able to work. Wait until you're 59 and you're sitting back and you look up and it's 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. And you think, I get all day long. What the hell am I going to do today? I sit there and I'll think, okay, what am I going to do? And thank God my wife gives me a honey-do list. Obviously, I'm being a wise ass. Thank God my wife gives me that honey-do list, so I have something to do all day. Otherwise, there's no way could I actually come up with my own ideas of what I should be doing all day. You know what? Thank God she gives me that list as to what I should be doing from morning to night time. Because us men, we couldn't think of things for ourselves to do. So now, have you ever been married?
Oh no, not one time. I
Not
had
once yet.
several girlfriends.
Yeah.
Well, I got someone special. I don't want to really mention her name,
No, no, no. Don't
but
mention her name or where she lives. And you know how these trolls are; they'll be all over it.
yeah,
Well, so you got someone special. That's good. So that's good to know. So she kind of like a girlfriend, or
yeah,
oh, that's good. How long have you known her? Have you known her a long time?
yeah. Well, on picture like this, I want to say I've been knowing her ever since I got on YouTube.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's nice to have someone special, even even if no, I've got some really that I consider friends on YouTube. That people always say, "Oh, YouTube's not real life. YouTube's not real life." It may not be real life, but we can still have friends on YouTube that mean something to us and so forth. For some reason they always think that YouTube is this one thing that we can't have friends and so forth. But
Well, Brian, on picture like this, no Big E, I consider her a real good friend. I think, I think I think her like my sister.
mhm.
I like Miss Jackie. I think, I think Will Ho. I like Miss Cook, Miss Lola. I think Will Ho.
Yeah,
No, I got several people, that I met here on YouTube. I do think Will, like, for instance, I know, understand, like, you probably might not like each other, but, I like Polly Crispy. I like Tint Man,
yeah,
Corey, I don't look at other people past what they did wrong. I look at the future.
yep. That's a good way to look at it too. It absolutely. 420. Could you put your face up there real quick? There you go, man. But I
Hello,
agree.
420.
What's up, guys?
No, not much. We're just talking about how friends on YouTube, that whether you're not, you can have real friends on YouTube and so forth. Glenn's talking about the people he really cares about on YouTube and so forth. Him and I are talking about that, like Lulu. I think the world of Lulu and Shelly and some of the others. I mean, some of the
Yeah,
guys. Like Glenn. I think I like Glenn. That's why Glenn and I really never got into a fight. We had a little disagreement. We had a
yeah,
little
we
a little
did.
scrimmage, but Glenn and I never really had a big fight because I like Glenn, and I'd
Yeah,
never fight against Glenn and so forth. And you do meet people on YouTube, and you do get close to them. Maybe not as close as you would if they're in person, but I think of all the girls, and like you say, Jackie, Shelly, Lulu, all of the girls, Heidi, all the girls that I would do anything for them. So whether
yeah,
they're real
Brian.
friends or not,
Yeah, Brian. On pretty like this. I mean, when I squad LT man, when his dad, I felt bad for LT man when his dad passed away because I mean, when my dad passed away, how I felt. And I felt bad. I want to be there. LT man, it, I guess I want them type people, it's something about me, when someone got down, or they feel like they don't have nobody, I won't be there for them to,
Mhm.
try to help them out, best way I can.
I think, Glenn, a good example of that is I look at the friends that you've got, and people consider sides. There's two sides, blah blah blah. But with you, you've got friends on both sides. You've got Polly Crispy. You've got Tenth Man. Some of these other guys that people would consider be on the other side. You're good friends with them, and then you're
Yeah,
good friends with me and other people. So I think that it's true with you. I think that you do have this way about you that you're not always looking at disliking someone because they're on one side or the other, or that they're friends with this one and not with that one. And I think that's why so many people do like you. Um, I heard the other day, it was kind of funny. I heard Golden Eyes talking about how much he appreciated you and so forth. And I could have said the exact same thing that Golden Eyes was saying. Everything
yeah,
Golden Eyes was saying could come right out of my mouth would have been the same. And it just makes you realize that there may be two sides, but we're still human. We're still
yeah,
we're still people, and we have to learn that. And that feelings hurt, and people, we don't have to attack the way we've been. I guess that's what
yeah,
turned me into not fighting with the people I was fighting with, was finally realizing, those are real people on here. They're not just, names on YouTube. They're real people on here. You know what I mean, 420?
oh yeah, on
Oh yeah,
pretty
I
like this,
understand.
Brian. On pretty like this, I try to walk away from fight much possible,
I
but
usually love you too, Ginger. Yep.
if I got fight, if someone come at me, attack me in a certain way, they one part in my mind, when I been bullied when I was a kid. I gonna react on that. When people, got people come at me a certain way,
Yeah.
and I don't take now. I'm glad, me and you had that talk. Okay. Like we did whenever we did. I know I said something I shouldn't have towards you, and yeah, I know I was kind of mean about that. I wish I never said it.
Yeah, but that's all in the past. I guess the thing with me is I don't hold a grudge per se. I can look at stuff and say, okay, he had a lot of hatred at the time because he disappointed in me and so forth. A lot of reason why someone said that the stuff that they said about me, like you or whatever.
Yeah,
And I got two choices. I can either sit here and let that gnaw on me all the time, and let that just irritate me all the time, and become the jackass that I was, or I could just let it go and just go from today on, and give people that second chance. And I guess that's basically what I did. Is I sat back and said, look, let's start from fresh, and there are people that even I can't believe that I started fresh with. And
Hey Brian, I'll be back later. Bucket wants me to jump on his live for a few minutes.
okay, tell Bucket I said fuck you. Okay,
I will.
all right, thanks.
All right, buddy.
hey, 420, do one. Well, damn, I
Yeah,
was gonna tell you to do something for me, to Bucket.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
like
that-
old Bucket Boy. He funny. And
Bucket Boy and I had the same thing. Bucket Boy and I had this friggin' fight going. And Bucket Boy and No Name had that fight going that night. Yeah, well, they've had an ongoing fight. And look at him now. Now Bucket comes on my show and jokes around, and him and No Name joking around now. Since that night I had everybody on there. So it's nice to see. Look, we got an upstate artist is raiding us. You look out. Yeah. So it's nice to for everybody to start fresh and so forth, because there's a lot of us who are, we're in the same thing. I mean, you do auditing. I don't know how much you've been doing lately. I haven't had a chance to look, but I mean, you're an auditor. You like to go out auditing and so forth, and we all had the same interests, and it just got to a point of where we had hatred, and we were looking away from what our interests were, and we had too much, too much hatred that we were looking away from our common interests and so forth. So we just had to bring ourselves back to what we all, our common thing was. And I think that's what has gotten us finally to the point of where we're talking and stuff. Here's the big prick right here. It's Josh guy right here. That guy, he's a mean
Hey,
son of a
hey,
bitch
KY.
right there. What's
well,
up,
Bob,
Josh?
I want to put you right there. You know what? The best. What I think about who can be a perfect candidate, be a best friend, and quite simple. What I'm about to say, people who got a heart of gold. And what I mean by a heart of gold, they willing to do anything for and go the extra mile for anybody. Try to be there for everybody. And try to understand where they come from. It don't matter what the situation is.
Except politicians.
Yeah. Yeah, Republicans, I won't do shit for them. They can go right to hell.
Some of them Democrats aren't any better.
Well, most of those Republicans are going to hell anyway. So
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about
Hey,
that.
KY.
Yeah.
We actually agree on something.
Politics, right? And you in politics, right?
My dad was a Democrat. He said, "How can you tell a politician's lying? His mouth is moving."
Yeah, there's his jaw going up and down.
That's it. Lawyers, he said the same thing about lawyers. How can you tell your lawyer's lying? His mouth is moving. Yeah, go ahead and take that. That's a good deal. Take that.
I used to
No,
love
I
saying
got
that
two
to my sister because she's a lawyer, So you should love saying it to her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault, Miss Brian. Go ahead, you talking first.
No, go ahead. I was just fucking around. I jumped in on you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was fishing to say, yeah, I got two lawyers. And, a lot of times when I need some kind of advice on something, if I need help, they usually right there with me, kind of guide me in the right way.
Yep. King Leo in here saying hello, chat.
Hello, King Leo.
9.
Hey, yeah, I like King Leo.
What's up, upstate? What's going on?
Hello, upstate. How you do?
How you doing, brother? Hey, I just wanted to say, so far I don't know of News Now Preston, but there's 3 people going. King Vic, me, and Auditing NNY are all going down there.
Now, are you guys still collecting, trying to collect some money to go? I know there was a couple of people who were a little strapped on funds going down. Are you still trying to collect some funds for that?
Now, Auditing, he doesn't have much. I have more than he does, as a matter of fact.
Mhm.
But we're gonna do the you pay for one, I pay for one on the motel.
But if somebody wanted to donate, if somebody
Yes,
wanted
they're
to
still
help,
collecting. They're still
if
collecting.
if somebody
Yeah.
wanted to help out, is there a PayPal that you could have KY put up that would help you guys out if somebody wanted to?
Yeah.
Would you mind putting that up? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who
You want to
can't
use,
go. Who
use yours upstate?
Yeah, you can put mine.
Okay. Okay.
what they're doing? Actually, I'm not going to go ahead upstate and tell them what you're doing and where you're going and why you're going.
You
And so
want to
forth.
go ahead and play the video first?
Sure. Do you have that? Can you put it?
I can get it real quick.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
that while you are looking for that, I'll just tell them what it is there's a 9-year, and I'm sorry, people, if I get a little razzed about this because it just pisses me off every time I think about it. Okay, you have to understand, I got a 10-year-old little girl myself, okay, and in Rochester, New York, there was a call for the police to go to a home for a 9-year-old girl, 10-year-old girl who was out of control. They have a crisis unit in this town, but they didn't send a crisis unit. They just sent a regular unit, and the regular unit got there, and instead of controlling the girl the way you would normally control the girl, a 10-year-old talking to them and reasoning with them, they put handcuffs on this little girl. They stuck this little girl.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just waiting for a joke coming up. They stuck this little girl in the back end of a police car. Now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, if my little girl was put in handcuffs and was stuffed in the back end of the car, how freaked out would she be? Would she be so? Oh yes sir, no sir, no, she would be scared as shit. So of course this girl was scared as hell, and guess what? They, I'm not even going to tell you. Watch this video, and if you're not as pissed as I am, I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead, roll the video.
Come on. I'm going to dance for you and I don't want to. Sit back. Sit back. Come on. This is your last chance, otherwise pepper spray's going in your eyeballs.
Can you pause right there for a second? Can you pause?
I'm going to go
Can you
get
pause
it.
the video for a second?
Now sit back. Come on. I will.
Now, I want everybody to listen. Did you hear the little girl say, I want my dad. I want my dad. All right. What would a little girl what would you expect your little girl to say? I want my dad. I want my mom. Okay. Go ahead and roll the video. I may stop you again, so you might want to figure things out.
Dear, you just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey, just stop.
Please. I will get your dad.
No, you said that you were going to pepper spray me. No, please, no, stop. Sit back. I got a bad
Just spray her.
No, I
Just spray her at this point.
Okay, stop. Now, did you just hear the girl say, no, I have a bad heart? All right. This little girl is already freaking out. This little girl is already, so in stress. And you see the woman over on the other side is shaking something. What they're shaking is a freaking pepper spray. You hear the guy say to the person on the other side, just pepper spray her. A fucking 9-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever. Little girl, they're gonna pepper spray. Go ahead and let it go.
Dear.
You see the pepper spray in his hand right there. Oh, I got her. Oh, he feels so big about himself. I got her, he says.
Then they just hotboxed her. You don't
And-
hotbox somebody that's been pepper fucking sprayed.
And then what do? They close the friggin' doors.
She's handcuffed.
All that pepper spray is going around inside that car now. She's breathing it in. It's in her eyes. She's handcuffed. She can't wipe this shit out of her eyes.
The can itself, Brian says, do not use in enclosed areas or on children.
Yeah.
I
They did
agree.
both.
Can I make a comment?
Go ahead, Glenn.
When I saw this one, the first time I saw this, well, I'm gonna look at some scenarios. Okay. First one, how old's that little girl?
9 years
And
old.
which why I asked that. First off, no, they shouldn't be. When a kid, like underage kid, say I want my daddy or I want my mommy or mama, they caught me apply and say, okay, I called them for you. My second scenario.
Right. That's all they had to do. Okay, hold on, kid. Let me call your parents.
Yeah, and they're saying, you hear him and later on say, stop acting like a child.
And she
And
says,
she
I am
said,
one.
I am a child.
And she says, I am a child. Dude, what the fuck do you expect?
I expect them to get off. I expect them to get a paid vacation and no charges.
That's exactly what they got.
Yeah, that's what I expect.
I expect them motherfuckers to have not only a vacation, but to have fucking charges. Because if that's not friggin' criminal what they did, it sure as the fuck should be.
It's
If it's
criminal
not-
if you do it. It's criminal if I do it. Police are gods.
Yeah, it needs to be criminal for them too.
It-
was
well,
good, Andy.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. How can you have people on a police force that think that's okay? That
Brian, if
you
you
can
tell
brag and
the-
say, I got her, and close the fucking door.
The average sheep, right, believes this shit that cops tell them. They shot a guy, they shot a lady in her car over a broken tail light. Well, she reached for her purse. I saw her moving around. It was dark in her car. She could have had a gun. And that missed, that logic, they put it out there and people believe it and fucking, propagate that. Propagate, what the fuck is that word?
Propagate that shit.
That
You know-
shit.
and the thing of it is,
Propagate that shit.
these fucking people, and God, I hope none are in my chat. And if they are, come up here and tell me why you believe and how you believe it. If there's anybody in the chat that thinks what those cops did, please come up here. I won't give you a well. Okay,
We'll be gentle.
I'll be gentle. I swear to God, I will not scream at you and call you a fucking asshole. All right, I swear to God. But please, if anyone thinks,
Explain it to us.
Come
Explain
up.
the logic
Hey,
to us.
Brian.
and tell Joe Cool and I where we are wrong to think that that's just ridiculous. Go ahead.
Hey,
Jay.
wait. I'm in on this too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm saying to them, bro.
Jesus
All of it.
Christ.
All of
Those
us.
all of
Go down there,
Yeah,
All
right?
of us.
Andy, the only one I heard saying spray the kid, spray the kid.
Yeah, that was Indy out here. Oh shit! And Indy came up. Maybe Indy came up to say that it wasn't wrong. Okay, Indy, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Andy.
Go ahead, Indy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I I don't know what to say after that.
I would say that shit.
Steven,
I'm going down after that.
those guys,
Indy,
those two officers need to be in jail. They need to be arrested. They need to be charged.
thank you.
There is no okay. I look at these videos and try to understand how something, what context might be missing to figure out how something can be justified. There is no context. There absolutely is no context that could justify this. She was handcuffed. She was 9 years old. She was sitting in the back of the police car. Yes, her legs were outside of the police car, but she had not committed a crime. They were holding her there while they were trying to sort out a family dispute.
Yep.
There was no crime involved. There was nothing. And the female officer said, look, you need to calm down. I'm going to put pepper spray in your eyes. That's a punishment. Officers are not charged with punishing people.
Oh, wait. I'm just saying, from what I heard, there was a call made. They got it wrong because they said it was about suicide, but you never hear anything. That was the dispatcher saying that. But did the wife stab the husband with a knife?
Because that's what she did. Please continue.
I'm just saying that's the crime to get the cops out there if someone got stabbed. I'm just saying.
Right. But there was no crime. This girl, this 9-year-old girl was not accused of committing any kind of crime.
Okay.
She was strictly
hold on.
in the family.
Hold on. Let me change things up a little bit. Let's change this up. The mother is a, and again, this is just me changing it up. This is a fictional situation. Okay. The mother's a coke fiend. She's strung out. She stabbed the husband, and the little girl's freaked out. Okay, now tell me, how does that
lead?
How does that change the situation?
Change anything about her getting?
It doesn't.
No, it just is. That would be a valid reason to call cops out if someone got stabbed.
Well, you can call a cop out for your fucking neighbor's tree trimmings on your lawn.
Okay, right, but it's a crime to stab someone. I'm not saying I'm justifying what they did. I'm saying that if someone was stabbed, that is a criminal act that the cops will come and see. Grass dropping from your tree and your neighbor complaining, fine.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not questioning.
Well, hold on, let Joe finish. All right, but I'm responding to Joe. Finish, Joe. I really want to hear what you were saying.
You're saying there was a criminal act that brought the cops out. Therefore, they may have been heightened.
Right. And if they were told that she was a runaway trying to get away, then that dispatcher, what they were already saying was a dipshit and should never said that. But that still doesn't constitute what they did when they got there.
But yes, I can add that into my calculations. Yeah.
Okay, let's assume.
Can I make a comment?
I think Indy was about to go.
Yeah, Indy was.
Okay, let Indy go, then go.
Yeah, I'll go after Indy.
Yeah, let's assume a bunch of facts not in evidence that might play favorable to the cops. Okay, let's assume the child was a runaway, and let's assume that she also had committed crimes. Both those are facts not in evidence. And so let's assume all that. Let's assume that her parents were asking the police to lock her up. Let's assume all those things. And let's assume that she even had made a violent act and maybe even she was the one who stabbed somebody. Let's assume all that.
Prior to going in the car.
Right. She is now handcuffed. She's a 9-year-old juvenile.
Exactly.
Girl handcuffed in the back of the car. And the police officer says, "This is your last chance, or I'm going to spray you in the eyes."
Yeah, that's asinine.
Wait a minute. No, we're not. Now we're. Then she starts. Everything. She's calmed down a little bit, and then something agitates her, and she starts freaking out. She's threatening to spray me. It dawns on her, and that's when she starts getting more excited. And so, what's the officer on the other side do? He shakes up his spray and sprays it in her eyes and says, "Okay, I got her."
Was that the female?
No, the female, the male on the
male sprayed her
on the passenger side.
All right, that's what I thought.
He reached across.
No, that's what I thought too. That it was a male, not the female, that shot her in the face.
Yeah,
right. If you watch it, the female actually backs up because she got some in her eyes.
Right. The female threatened to, and then the male said, "Okay, let's just do this. Let's just spray her." And then he goes in and sprays her. She says, "Okay, I got her."
Yeah, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail for that shit.
Okay,
Even the bottle.
Even
I
even
agree.
if she was all those things that I said that there's no evidence is true, even in that situation, that was unjustified.
Yes.
okay, let's let Glenn go, and then I want to ask Indy a question. Go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, I want to make this comment here on Indy before I jump down, but Indy might know what I'm talking about. I got several friends, sheriff deputy here locally, okay? And I talked to them before, about this stuff like this, okay? And what they do, they supposed to do, and from what I've seen here, and I'm looking at from what the local here told me, is for instance, like when they put the cup on, you probably somebody there like what they had. Someone probably ask questions. Well, can I get your mom and dad phone number so we can call them? And whenever they do that, they probably had the parent either come there at that location or meet them at the
That's exactly
station.
what I would have did. Had the parent come out. They already had a cup. Just had a parent. We're gonna wait right here till your dad comes. Now she comes down. You de-escalate it, which is your job. Or
They
you
were
can
both
do
right
that. She
there.
didn't follow my
Yeah.
orders, so I did this. She didn't follow those orders, so when we did this, she kicked me, and I ended up spraying her instead of doing all of that shit. Just go with the little girl, man. Okay, we'll get your dad for you, kid. Relax.
I thought both the parents were right there where the young girl
Yeah.
was.
I thought it was the case that the police were supposed to de-escalate things.
No shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Right, but Brian, really?
But
okay,
You know, on the
Indy.
side of the card said for to serve and protect too, right, Brian?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Indy, I got to ask you a question.
All
Now,
right.
There were 3 cops there, right? Now, so this happened, and if you keep watching and so forth, not one cop started saying, "Hey, why'd you do that? That was the wrong thing to do." So obviously, at the time, they all 3 must have agreed that it was the right thing to do. Okay, put yourself in one of those cops' positions. All right. Is there any way that you could see that could be justified? Any way at all?
No.
No. Sorry.
No, that's. I have been trying to think of how that could possibly. There are no circumstances leading up to that could possibly justify that.
Exactly, especially in a closed car and then close the door.
Who came up with this punishment? Paid vacation shit is punishment. Who came up with that fucking great
That's
plan?
the union. I looked that up, Joe. That was the fucking union. Because what was happening is people would go in and make complaints about cops, they'd be laid off, and then they would find that they were innocent, and then they would not be able to pay their bills and shit. What I think they should do is give them, lay them off.
Give them something good.
No. Wait. Let me finish. Go ahead and take their pay away from them. If they're innocent, they get back pay. Elsewise, fuck you.
Let them go on unemployment. No, fucking give him a pink slip.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck this. No, don't pay them while they're. No, that's just asinine. That's just literally paid vacation time.
I can't think of any time that I ever did anything wrong that my job gave me a fucking time off.
Exactly.
No shit.
I mean, if I
patted you
go-
on the back for fucking up. How well did? Really, you're gonna threaten me with the vacation? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah! Then go ahead, send me on paid vacation. Shit.
yeah,
Don't
I
put
mean,
me with a
if I-
good time.
Yeah, if I threatened somebody going down the road that I was gonna stop and break their fucking neck, and they called and complained on me, the cops never stopped and said, "Hey, you're gonna take 2 days off and pay you."
Exactly.
They
But that
usually
would,
said you do
but
that
Brian,
again,
they would
anyway.
never.
thank you.
Brian, they'll never
Brian.
offer
I'm
you.
going ahead, jump down.
There's only specific people that get
Thanks
that
so much,
wonderful
Brian.
thing. the crime has to be committed against the minority to have paid vacation.
Yeah.
I don't see too many white guys getting paid vacation. I mean, too many. That was said wrong.
Anybody other than cops getting paid vacation. But no, I thought many times how that could be justified. And then, I look at my little girl and I'm like, there is no way that I could ever look at my daughter and say, you know what? This fucking can of pepper spray is the right punishment for me to do.
That's not Brian. You're missing something important, I think. I'm thinking that was a black girl. And
It was.
It was a black girl.
Thank you.
Yes.
In my opinion, they don't see the black kid like they see their kids.
Who
They
did
might have saw in some the different kid something in theirs, but in black kids, they don't see us the same way.
Okay, I do not think that it was a black and white issue. However, I think Joe is right. I think unconsciously, they don't see color the same way they see white. And I don't mean that just for black. I think a lot of times, whether they're Asian,
Yes.
Hispanic, any
To
color,
go for other. When I was a kid, I
Any
remember.
color.
I see her as a little girl.
No,
I don't
bullshit.
care if
Fuck
you're
outta
black
here.
or
Get the
white
fuck
or
outta here.
whatever.
Get the fuck out of here.
but you
I-
don't
That's a
understand
little
though.
girl. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I'm raising 2 kids right now that are not my own, but I treat them like my own because I love them to death.
Yeah.
I'm not saying one he's Native American from Alaska and the other one is white, but I love them just the same. And
All right, maybe I'm wrong upstate. Maybe you do, because you can pull that off. Maybe you can't see that kid as your kid, but every white motherfucker gonna say that, and I know it cannot be true because I got friends and I'll ask them questions on some sneaky shit. Put a white kid in a situation, then later I'll put a black kid in a situation just to see how they respond. And every
How-
white motherfucker that tell you I got a black kid, that motherfucker still don't see.
Okay, now answer me this. What if it had been a white little girl and it was a black that had sprayed her?
Yes. Then what?
What would that have changed anything for you guys? And
No.
anything at all would it have changed?
Not
Anything
for
at
me.
all?
it'd be
Oh,
that same
It's
little
wrong no matter
girl.
what.
It ain't about the cops. It's about this little girl. And it doesn't matter if she was black or white or fucking
Chinese or
Oriental or whatever.
Taiwanese,
She could
yeah,
have been
exactly. Mexican.
We
purple
know-
for all I care.
We
That
know
little
all
girl
of
is
us. We don't
fucking a
have to
little
get a
girl.
speech about how great we are. Just don't hurt a kid. You niggas just live and die in that fucking territory. Expand your fucking minds. Y'all keep repeating the same shit. Oh, it sucks that you get a little kid. Yes, it does.
It
All right?
does.
It does.
That
Let's
shouldn't be
say
done to an
Brian's
adult.
question. Brian's
That-
question: if it was a black guy, cop, white kid, what about society? What would they think? Would it change something? Would niggas riot? Would people still be up in storm like they are now?
Society would be up in arms wanting him to be fired. That I think would be the only thing that it was that they would want him to be fired because they would see that as such a despicable act.
In a way, oh my bad, I dropped my phone. In a way, Brian, I think it might be a bigger deal because he's black and everybody overreacting because of the color shit that's going on now. I see arguments on both sides.
I don't think so. I think if you look at these 3 cops, had it have been let's say it was these 3 cops and it had been a white kid, and I say this because understand, I have 3 children. None
I
of
don't
them.
know what you think. You not go back into that shit.
I know. But what I'm saying is, I have 3 children. All right, and each of them are of color. Okay, so when I look at things, that way. All right, but most people, when they look at things, they don't look at things that way. They look at things.
Unconsciously, though, I'm not trying to get
That's
people's
what.
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Unconsciously.
That's what I'm saying. Unconsciously.
Yeah.
They may have seen this little black girl in this black neighborhood, of a black family, and just thought, you know what, this fucking kid is trouble. No matter what, we're gonna start seeing her all the time.
Generally speaking, you allow other races to go through shit that just doesn't sound crazy to you. It ain't just a black-white thing, you know. You know, if one of our kids was going through that Beirut shit, we'd be losing our mind, you know, and we'd all feel for each other and all of that shit. But that shit is prevalent here too in America with the you know, the poor school system and all that shit. White folks won't tolerate that shit for their kids. Hell fucking no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, if you look around the world, you look at the way we know how poor, you know, how poor different places are. But when they come here and they want to come here to get away from that, you know, we're so willing to no, you go back home. You go back home. You can't come here. You know, you go back to where you came from. You know, and then
you know, every Irishman came over here the same way, right? They came on a boat. They were spit on at the docks. Irish are dogs. Special laws, no Irish allowed. You think they would think back to their grandfather, but no, that person's a different color, and they don't feel them the way they feel their own. Same way Trump, and I'm sorry to bring him up, said, what about, what they were talking about bringing people in from other African countries. Like, why we got to bring in people from these shithole countries? Can't we do it from Sweden or so-and-so? Because he sees those kids closer to his people and this and that. Those other kids.
Yep.
I noticed when we talk about all the girls should get sprayed, it sucks. Every motherfucker got a lot to say. When we're talking about this shit, the difficult shit, you niggas remain quiet. Just me and Brian talking. You got opinions on anything other than the obvious? A kid shouldn't get sprayed with mace. Any other opinions flying around the room?
Okay, I'll lay one down on you. I don't even care if it's an adult in that circumstance.
Right, man.
Nobody should have been sprayed.
Very good.
It could have been a 250-pound man who had just stabbed somebody. He should have been
sprayed. What do y'all think about that? Had that been an adult male?
Yep, absolutely.
Had that been an adult male and they sprayed him, are we even having a conversation right now? I doubt we are.
But they do that all the time. Look at how many times they have some guy rolling around on the fucking ground. He's already in handcuffs. He's not going anywhere. There's so many fucking cops on him. He couldn't go anywhere if he tried. And some dumbass either tases him if you don't stop. If you don't stop resisting, and fucking tases him, sprays him in the eye, and we look at it like, yeah, God damn it, why don't you stop kicking the neck? You know,
when they're handcuffed, there is very little escalation that ever needs to happen. Occasionally, somebody is still fighting when they're handcuffed, but it's not real difficult to throw a hobble restraint on him and hook that to his cuff.
Right, to just hold him down. It's enough for y'all, like Brian said. There's probably 8 of them out there by the time he comes.
Yeah, I can tell you, having made arrests I arrested a guy who had broken handcuffs in the past. He was a big dude, had actually broken handcuffs. I'm serious. So
I'd have just shot him. I'd have sat fucking shooting. Unload the fucking clip on him.
This guy
breaks his handcuffs. That's it. He's fucking dead. I'm running.
I'm running. We got arrested. We had what they called flexi cuffs. It was basically a zip tie with metal inside it. Yeah. You know, regular zip ties, they may get broken, but these aren't going to get broken. They'll cut through the skin before they break. But we would zip tie him, and this guy was 300 pounds of big, strong man, and I was about 150 pounds at the time, and but I was able to throw a hobble restraint on the dude and hook that to his wrist. And you know what? The fight came out of him, and so it took 3 or 4 of us to load him into the car. But he quit kicking. He wasn't going to try to kick and fight anymore.
Yeah.
As long as he's not fighting, it's not hurting him.
Okay.
And
yeah.
even if he is, I think the police should take a few scuffs and shit before they start tasing and shooting people,
Oh,
especially
sure.
when it's more of y'all.
We didn't
Yeah.
have tasers back in. With stun guns. I
I'm
didn't.
talking about nowadays.
Yeah, but throwing a hobble restraint on a guy is pretty stinking easy once they're handcuffed, and you hook that to their wrist. They're not going to be fighting. I guarantee
No,
it.
no, it's over with.
Yeah.
So okay. So now we've talked about this. All right. Everybody in the chat, everybody who hears this later on tonight, tomorrow, whatever, hears this, agrees it's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. We should do something. All right. Upstate audits and 2 or 3 others are gonna go to that city, and they're gonna audit there and so forth.
Upstate, rap with me. What you got planned?
All right. So if you agree what they did was so bad, if you agree, hey, someone should stand up, they're going, and all they need from you is a few dollars. They don't need you to go with them. They don't need you to just
You
help
just
them
shot
out.
it down. You was giving
Well,
it
no.
really great. Now damn it
Well, no.
looked like it was a money grab.
Well, no, it's not a money grab. These guys, they're looking for a little bit. So if people can help them out, help them out. If you can't, don't. All right.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, I can't go. You can't go. And I want to do something that's going to make me feel like I was part of something, and that's the way I make myself feel good.
Yeah.
Is if I throw them a few bucks, at least I feel like I was part of it, that I did something, And so that's why I always do when somebody goes to a place like that, and I go, I'll throw them a few bucks because at least I feel like I was part of it that way.
I understand that 100%. Upstate, what you got planned?
I'm going to the police department first.
Very good.
And by the end of all of it, I might even throw in a post office visit or something.
Who's going with you?
420 was saying they want to go to the mayor's office.
Wait,
Well,
420 going with you, Upstate?
I don't know.
Not that I know of, but he was saying that maybe you should go to the mayor's office too.
Yeah,
Oh, I would do that,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a quick throw out though, but it's worth a shot. I've seen some great mayor's office bids, but that's a quick throw out.
hey, Bud Grower, who was it you said is almost at 1,000K?
The news
What?
is so
The
close
news?
to 1K. Yes, the news. I put his
I
link
like
out
it,
there.
man.
I just subbed to him.
Yeah, he's so close, and I figured that's why I asked if I could shout it out.
Okay,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for asking. Absolutely. Put the link up if you
Yep.
like to. Put
Link
the
is already up there, but here it is again.
Yeah, you guys know, that's why I'm here, is to help these guys out. If I can't go out and audit, that's what I want to do, is help
I posted.
people out. So that's why I do what I do here. Now that Joe's
right
got
on,
me,
right
now
on.
that now Joe's got me back in the right.
I was
the right
about to say I can
mood
get
around.
behind this shit, but
Back
since you
in the
brought it
mood.
up, I might as well say it. This I can get behind. This is this
I put your link up a couple times there, Joe.
Well,
Hey.
and
Hey, you cats. Well, maybe not. I don't want to. I got a preview of my vid, a minute long on my community page, and shoot you over the Sugar channel.
Sugar.
Sweet
I got
as
her
Sugar.
link. Hold on.
Yeah,
I got that link too.
you got that. It's only a minute if y'all want to see it. It's police pull guns. I might have showed y'all that, and at the post office, I had some money sent to me, and they told me they wasn't gonna give it to me.
I just wanted to shout out about how smart Jessica Stone and how perceptive she is, and so forth. I just wanted to put that up there so I can give her a shout out.
Oh, gee, that wouldn't have nothing to do with the comment that's under the board. That was just out of curiosity.
Well, no, I mean she's just she's paying attention. She's
That's just
watching what's happening on the panel.
Yeah, the comment is just evidence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you know,
You got me on that one.
in Ginger Snap, she's
Hey,
with her-
Ginger, how you doing, baby?
Ginger. She's one of the best people I know. I love this woman so
I
much.
think I fell asleep in your
Hey,
room or something last
Joe.
night, Ginger.
Joe,
Yeah.
all I want is one little favor. I want to go to one of your live feeds, mod me for 1 minute so I can get a screenshot, then unmod me if you don't want me to mod so I can say I was Joe Coles. Link
So,
mod.
yeah,
Link mod though, see the thing everyone hates.
well, see, nobody understands a link mod.
No, they don't because it's my retarded definition. Whatever.
No,
All I
I'm
wanna-
run with link mod.
all I
I'm
wanna
gonna
do
run
is
with
put
that.
links
I heard
up.
You say that another time. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
remember
not.
that.
I am. Yeah, because I'm not. I don't want to be an enforcer or any of them. But honestly, I'm here to share the
Only
link,
chicks
share
do
the
link
love.
mods, man, in my
share the
room.
love.
Only chicks.
Yeah, no, I love chicks. Yeah.
Because men are enforcers, Jeff. They done just hack motherfuckers.
Shit.
Link
Well,
mods and enforcers. I like it.
Yep. And then
Well,
there's a watcher, Joe. My watcher definition is the one that you have. There's several in my
There's a
do.
watcher,
Oh
too.
shit!
The watcher's the
Brian.
one. No, the watcher's the one that has your real name, knows every police station around where you're auditing. They watch, and then if so, you get arrested. You don't have to worry about some idiot calling the police station up asking for, Bubba Fett, because Bubba
Right.
Fett isn't in the police station at that point.
China would be
Put
my
up with,
watcher. I
Jen
share my
Wild just said.
location with her.
Oh, look at Six Banger. The first guy I actually made a customized link for, and he shoots Bud Grower likes chicks with dicks.
Which one?
How'd you?
Girl,
Oh my God, Jen hates that.
Link mod.
And don't do
You
that
don't
to me.
like that shit?
No, she don't like that shit at all, which is fine by me.
I'm using it.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'll show you my list.
Hey, bud. Link mod.
Oh my God, they actually have a little thing with a finger on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have that? I didn't even know they had that. Oh my God, I've never seen that's awesome. I want that. Is that in the regular ones?
Oh
Or
my
do you have-
God, I see that all the time. What are you
That's in
talking
the
about?
second row about the
I
first
know.
pick one over.
I never see that shit. Of course,
Oh,
I
I
don't.
see.
Brian,
I
show the vid on Sugar's channel.
Yeah, do the vid.
The vid on Sugar Channel. What's
Yeah.
that? Where is it?
It'll be the link. Somebody just put a link in there. Bud just put the link up. Somebody did.
I did.
Bud, put it in the super chat.
Private?
Super chat.
Super chat.
Yeah, send me a super chat now.
Yeah, there you go.
No, put it in the
Put it
private
in the
chat.
super chat with some money, bud.
Throw it in the private chat.
1999.
Oh,
1999.
there you go.
That was a
Breaking
good
the
year.
Flaw, breaking the fly.
I remember
breaking the
Prince.
flaw?
Body like it's 1999.
Denied.
Copy.
Corvette.
All right, let's see then. I'll do this because Sugar's one of my girl. I like Sugar. Her and I get along. Even though she didn't get along with a friend of mine, I don't care.
She
Okay, now-
she getting the fights and shit, but she's great.
She's a good girl. So which one do you want me to play?
The last one she posted is a preview to my bit.
Post
Something about a
office,
post
Rob.
office.
Oh God, I'm so sick.
Who said that, bud?
I've got food poisoning.
I was about to say, and I'm supposed to be coming to see you soon, motherfucker.
Oh, I love this. Did you hear what the guy said to me? He was delivering the weed, and he's like, I know, I just confessed. I had weed delivered. Not from me. though.
Is it the one that official channel of Blow Me Baby?
Is it really? I didn't know that. No, that's my channel.
Yeah,
Go to my
that's,
community page and
no,
hit the link.
that's the last thing she put up was a link to you.
All right, hit the. There should be a video on there. Hit that video. It's only 1 minute long.
Mrs. Auditing?
Who?
No,
I-
post office attempts to rob me. Sneak peek.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me close up a couple other things here, so I don't make it confusing, because I can confuse myself so damn easy. Got it. Oops. Jesus, that's an ugly face. Look at that. Holy shit. I had to share that face.
Oh, he's gorgeous. Wait, what?
Blow me.
Blow me, baby.
Be nice.
Yeah, breaking. That is breaking the flaw, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can't see his name because of the tagger.
How can you? Hey, man, how can you trust the mod if they don't know about the middle finger emoji?
You got your
I know.
I know someone said that, but seriously, I don't see it.
Why?
They got their guns drawn. Hey, rewind that. Let them see that and hear that.
Hold on. We gotta do something first. I gotta do something first. Gotta get that banner out of there.
Yeah. Hey, listen to what these cops tell me, Joe. They had their guns on.
Go back on that again. Come on, open up. All right. All right, here we go. Nobody talk, please. Thank you.
All right, I'm recording. Now, why you got your weapons pointed at me? And why are you asking that? Why? What? Blow me, nigga. Blow me. I'm having a bad
The echo.
I went to the, could you identify yourself? I do.
We just got making sure everything's okay. You seem fine right now.
Nobody wants to lay down and get just $8,000 robbed from in the morning and just be like, you got to suck up, leave our building. No, I'm going to. I doubt it, bro. I do not like you guys or trust you. You help me get my bread, I'll reconsider. But just to put my name on a piece of paper and say where you were today, I don't want to even be tied with you guys. Not even a little bit, no way, no how. Yes, if it's for your records, fuck.
I love this guy's fucking eye. He looks away. He looks back at you like, well, I haven't had to deal with this before.
Always, right?
Yeah.
The dog's like, fuck.
I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Damn.
Too many people coughing.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Now, what video do you think we should look at now?
Watch the whole video of Joe.
Oh no!
No, the video ain't up. That's just the preview I put on Sugar's channel first. I might not even drop for a day or two.
What? You
Yeah.
put a review up and then people go to see it and it's not there?
Yes. I'm an idiot. I do dumb shit.
That's a tease, is what it is.
That's a tease, is what it is.
Okay, now I'm not sure breaking the flaw may have came up to argue the policeman's point. He just come up.
Oh shit!
So let's quiet down.
He's a big
Let breaking the flaw say whatever he's got to say, and please, no one attack him.
Wait, and some people are attacking me? Are you guys attacking me?
I'm muting.
We're not going to attack you, even though you want to take the side of the cops on that.
It was an inside joke, man. Earlier, whoever would come up and take the side of the cops, and I guess you the first nigga who come up. So
Wait, why me? I didn't. It wasn't a cough, like a laughing cough. It was like literally, I coughed. Okay, so.
Yeah, see, now you making me want to smoke, bro.
See, now you triggered Joe. Now Joe's gonna light up.
Yo, Joe, cool.
Since you came up breaking the flaw, you've got to try to defend the cops in that Rochester thing.
Yeah,
Hey guys, that 9-year-old, she absolutely deserved every little bit of pepper spray.
She was being a little bitch, wasn't she?
She was bogus as hell.
Holy shit!
Come on, guys, think about it. The cops don't want to be out in the cold any more than she did. And, the best thing to do is so the cops can keep their hands warm.
Oh, this is all over Drama Dome tomorrow.
Guys,
Yeah.
how are cops going to be able to shoot? how if their trigger fingers are frozen, you got to push that girl into the car if necessary. Pepper spray her with this, with some nice pepper spray, and get her right in the face, maybe in the mouth a little bit. Any orifice.
Oh my
You gotta get her in
God.
that car
In the
quick,
mouth.
right? Because somebody outside the car, you don't know if they got a weapon or a gun, a family member might come up and
Fucking
try to hurt the
drive.
cops. So you got to get her in the car quick as you can, so the cop will be free to react to any threats that are oncoming.
And that is a drive-by shooting neighborhood. So you don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to be out
just a
there
high
very
crime
long.
area.
Yeah.
God damn.
Disclaimer: I was being
So,
facetious, and I wasn't really, okay.
Well, that part's going to be edited out.
That's a high crime
Budgrower,
neighborhood.
don't edit this out.
Yeah. What do you mean, Budgrower? Whose fucking channel do you think you're on, buddy?
Sorry, Brian. Brian, there you go.
You're still number one, Brian.
I know. News Now, Preston. What's going on, big guy? I guess I better put the link up. It's been a while. No, but I guarantee you one of my guys have put the link up recently. But no, I wish somebody would come up on stuff like that. Even if they didn't necessarily believe in it, just come up and try to argue the side,
Holy shit.
Just to be able to try to listen to a reasoning. But I don't think you could. That would be hard. That would be hard.
Hey, wait a second. Officer safety. That's all you need to know.
There you go.
Officer safety, that justifies everything.
Yeah, there was 10 of them and a 9-year-old. You must think of the safety of the
That
cops.
officer needs to get home at night, man. That's important. As long as he makes it home at night.
To his
That's
family,
important.
right. Exactly. That's the most important thing.
That's the most
Doesn't matter if I have to flame torch you. I need to get home to my family.
Absolutely.
To his family, right. Exactly. That's the most important
Everybody, YouTube is open.
Oh my God. Someone needs to mute that. Thank you.
Mute Preston, please.
Hey, who's that?
Guys.
Who is that
Hey,
coming
buddy,
up?
I tried that with what you said might work, but it's a lot more than what I've got, so I can't make it.
All right.
Hey, Wednesday night chat. Show me your face, please. Show me your face, Wednesday night chat, please.
Did you guys watch my audit earlier? I was live. I want to edit it up, but it was pretty good.
I missed it. I'll go back and check it out, though.
I did 3 audits in one. So I did the city hall, then I went to the post office, then to the library. The library was really cool, which I think was like the highlight because not many libraries are open. First off, but the other thing is that they wanted to give you like papers. You had to get papers to go walk around the library, and I instantly just put it like this piece of paper into the fiction section, just put it on the shelf, and then later on I asked the librarian, can you tell me where the World War II books are? And then she's like, upstairs in the 900s, and I was like, okay, thank you. So I go up there and I found the history of the Jews, and I took my permission slip to be at the library, and I put it right there. Maybe she'll learn a lesson when I put, that I need a permission slip to walk around public areas.
Yeah. Yeah, papers, please.
Papers. We must have papers.
Yeah,
Come up here.
Show me your peppers.
We need your papers.
You and Hines do the libraries, man. Travis Hines, man, he's had some great luck at libraries.
Well, where
That
is
dude
it?
is awesome, yo.
I love Travis. He's great.
Okay, Lynn Ann's got a question. Go ahead, Lynn.
You got a sock account, Brian?
What's that?
NNE Live and News Now England. You have 2
NNE
comments.
Live, yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
You have a sock account.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to shut my
No.
cam off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I have a
Robo.
Go ahead.
Lost it.
So I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
And I
Lynn.
know you guys are going to say, but I think that today, the officer that I had to deal with over again, that. All right. So I, in breaking law, you are clear, so you probably know
You roboting a bit, baby.
Yeah, you're breaking in and out. Try it one more time again. Hold, let me drop you down, bring you back up. Hold on.
And maybe everybody mute when she's talking.
Yeah, too. You got to really watch your mics. It's hard to hear.
Okay, try to talk now.
Hold on a minute. Let me sign out of YouTube. Maybe it was me. So I had gotten pulled over today, and I know what you guys are going to say. And Brian, I know you and I have already talked about this police department before, but it's been a while since they pulled me over. They're not supposed to be right now. But he pulled me over, and he said to me, took the regular protocol, whatever, pretended he didn't know who I was. He knew damn well who I was. Then he came back to my car after he had told me he was recording me, and I said, I'm recording you too, yada yada, for my own safety. And when he came back to my car, he said, I'm doing you a favor, and I'm going to be really nice to you right now. Now, mind you, I didn't do anything wrong. Literally, he had no reason to pull me over. And he said, I just want you to make it known to you that we're not a television show, and we're not corrupt as you think, and we do things by the books. And it's just sitting really bad with me because I
Did he
almost
ask
feel
for
like
your driver's license?
say something.
Did he ask for your driver's license?
He did, and I shouldn't have given it to him, but I have a very in-depth situation with this police department right now.
And he pulled, and his excuse for pulling you over was just to let you know.
Well, at first he tried to tell me I was speeding, but I have a camera when I'm driving, just to watch that. And I also have an app on my phone from my insurance company that records my speed. So he tried to say that I was going 4 miles over the speed limit, but I wasn't.
4 miles.
Yeah, big deal.
I want to avoid that town.
4 miles over the speed limit. But my problem is what he said to me, though. My problem is how he said it to me. So this is a New Hampshire Police Department. And he said it to me as, I want you to know we're not a television show and we play by the books. But they were just served a lawsuit.
Hey, Bacon the Flock. You want to go do that? You want to go do that town? It's close to you.
What town is it again?
It's like 28 minutes away. I'll tell you in private chat.
Yeah, private chat with him. Tell him where it is. She needs somebody to go up there because she's had issues with this town and so forth. I think she needs to have an auditor go in there and to show them what a real person coming in that audits, because she just asks questions and they harass the shit out of her. So we need somebody to go up there and fucking really let her know the difference.
Oh, wait, are you an auditor?
I did file the lawsuit.
She
an
just
auditor?
No, but they know that I call them out on everything that they do that they shouldn't have done involving a situation I was involved with.
I see.
And it
she
was
just holds them accountable.
Yeah, I'm just holding them accountable for what they did, and it was against the law.
You have a YouTube channel?
Do I have a YouTube? I don't, because right now there's still litigation going on.
And you've been filming these cats, right?
Yeah, for 4 years.
So you have stacks of footage.
For 4 years.
She is exactly.
Hey, you're not too far from the governor. Did you know that every Sunday at 2 they have maskless?
Yeah, I know
kind of,
what they're doing at his house right now, but he's named in the lawsuit as well.
It's what again? I'm sorry.
Because I attempted to go. He's named in the lawsuit as well because I attempted to go to one of his offices and they refused to help me with the situation.
Really? I'm interested in this. Like, I would love to cover it. And putting a camera in front of someone that's actually trying to conduct business. See, it's one thing as an auditor with the camera, but if there's someone that I'm going there to cover, they're more likely to help you with the camera. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this this is really kind of in your domain, what you like to do, the type of exposure thing, Joe. So I think this is something you would really get into.
And that's part of the reason why I wanted to come up. I know I've kind of backed away for a little bit, but there's reasons for that. And I've stayed quiet, but I saw Sexy up here.
Just so you know.
Hey, I know a lot of people. Sorry, Brian.
Just so you know, this person. Do you want to use your name or?
No.
Okay. This person comes up. Used to come up on a regular basis, but because of what's going on in her life, she's backed away from it. So she was a regular person before.
Are you guys familiar with Press New Hampshire now? Press NH now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. I know he's done videos in that town.
Well, hey, I'm going down to Nashua tomorrow, which is about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes away from Sandown. Oh.
No, it's further away from that.
Like maybe near Sununu over in Newfields.
Newfields. Yeah.
Well, that's just somebody else you might reach out to as well. It wouldn't hurt to have multiple.
But hey,
people.
I'm really active. Like I know you guys just as much as I know the active activists here. I know all the people that are down by Sununu's house protesting. I know them personally now. Good people. I was actually at a party yesterday, and hundreds of people there. These all activist guys. I'm on the right side of things. I mean, I know I'm mingling with the right people. It's good people up here. I really would even encourage everyone to move to New Hampshire, but that's a different story. Because there's a lot of liberty-minded people moving here. That
live free or die.
Yeah, man. We had a maskless event the other day at Fun Spot, the world's largest arcade, and there was hundreds of us there without masks. And it's funny because like Fun Spot, they the owner of that place, he's the one that pushed for the original owner. He passed away now, but the original owner, he's the one that pushed for the "Live Free or Die" slogan in the state. And they show it all over at the arcade, how they're the ones pushing for it. It's pretty cool, guys, and it's something else to be amongst these people specifically.
Under Biden, that maskless party is going to be a jailable offense. You expect?
Well, hey, they'll have to stop hundreds of us. And I tell you what, if they made it a jailable offense to do it, there'll probably be 1,000 people there.
I'm just getting started. Not only will it be jailable, you will be labeled, I don't know, extreme radical, domestic terrorist, something, threat to the government. They will put a label on you.
Hey, fine by me.
Wait! I don't understand. What's a Jello bowl got to do with it? You get a bowl of Jello if you don't have a mask on, or what?
Jailable.
A jailable offense. I'm saying that I see all of this shit. You see the legislation in New York that they got up in New York where they're saying they can just take up whoever don't get the vaccine, they can take you away from your crib, put you in a cage, indefinitely force you to have a shot. This shit's coming. Those motherfuckers who go to the party will be labeled a threat within the next year or two, where it will be much more dangerous and much more deadly what you're doing. And
Joe, I just don't think you know the people that I know. They're huge anti, authoritarian, and they're very much involved.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, don't you think too that it's gonna be like that down the line? I'll be doing my own dumb shit. I'll be, I'm not getting that shit. I'll be fighting and whatever the fuck I'm doing. So I'm with you, and you should do what you're doing. But don't you see that? I'll be a domestic terrorist for cop watching or something, kicking in the window at the Capitol or something.
That's what they're gonna do. We all think that that's fucking extreme. They'll never do that. Oh, this is extreme. They'll never do that. But dudes, who would have thought a year ago? Who would have thought?
I'm really
a
sick.
year
I gotta
ago-
go down.
Okay, okay, take care.
I'm
buddy.
sorry, Brian. Take care. Say Joe.
Okay, take care of
I
yourself.
upstate. Everyone. I just gotta go. I can't make it.
All right, take care of yourself. Who would have thought a year ago that our government would be saying to us, and we would be obliging, that they would say, stay in your home, don't leave your home, and if you do move, if you go out of your home, you have to put this fucking mask on your face. And if you go in the store, you have to, if you go in a public building, you have to wear this mask. And if you don't wear this mask, we'll throw you in jail. And we'd say, okay, who would have thought a year ago we would be where we are now? So when you think to yourself, that's radical, it's not as radical as you think it is.
I see it happening, man. I watch the
It's
news
baby
across
steps,
the
brother.
world in different places. What happened over there usually come over here. And in certain places, you can bank on it coming over here if it's over there.
It's baby steps.
And all of them people are doing it. They're already snatching their people up in droves, catching them, corralling them, and locking them up to get the fucking vaccine.
Yep, and it's going to be pretty soon. If you don't go for the vaccine, they will go get you, and they will fucking find you, and they will give you that vaccine one way or another.
Eventually, I remember telling my kid that they would have a chip. They're going to put it in you. You're not allowed to get it, and it will have your money and your medical history in it.
Oh no, that's too radical. They'll never do that.
Right.
I got a friend that I helped him in his campaign. He's a state legislator here in Indiana, and he doesn't wear a mask because he says, well, I have two different conditions that keep me from wearing a mask. IDBFN, I don't believe fake news, and CSS, common sense syndrome.
Thomas Citizen syndrome.
Common sense.
Common
syndrome.
sense syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got ODD, opposition defiance disorder.
I know that's right. I think you have to fucking chase the cops.
My son actually has that.
My child does too.
I know I got that shit. I ain't been diagnosed.
So I saw something that was really disturbing, and I really didn't think it was true at first. There was a woman in Rochester, New Hampshire, that was pulled over recently, and it was posted all over Facebook. And she asked, her first post was about why the police knew that she had COVID, and if she had tested negative, yada, yada, yada. And then she actually investigated into it and found out how if you test positive, it goes into a national database and the police get notified.
Really?
Yeah. I can try and send it to somebody.
Yeah, that'd be great because I'm gonna spread that amongst the.
It's in
Send it
Rochester.
to Brian. Brian got my info.
Yeah, guys, she's right about that because I listen to my scanner every night, and they call out 60A and 60B, which is 60A is COVID positive, and 60B is COVID symptoms.
Oh, the scanner, nigga, you ain't.
I have it right
that
here.
shit yet?
Her name is. It's a public post, so I'm gonna say it. Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right. So her name is Renee Napolitano, and it's on the Rochester. It's on a Rochester Facebook page. I think it's you're from Rochester if. It says per Rochester PD, all testing facilities in New Hampshire must report positive findings to DHHS, and all past positive results are shared with local PD, entered daily and kept on record for 21 days for protection of first responders. Be officers, be educated.
Okay, did you know?
First responders, that's bullshit.
Okay, did you know if you go to any of these pharmacies and you get your COVID test at the pharmacy, they don't give it to you right there. The result is sent in to the state, and the state sends you your result here in the state of Maine. I don't know if that's a national thing or what it is, but here in the state of Maine, the test does not come to you from the pharmacy. It goes to the state, and then the state sends it. Now, do you think there's any chance that they're keeping track of who is positive and who's negative?
100%, right?
Oh, they have to. I believe that they have to track every case because
So don't I.
these numbers they need to be very specific to have a trace. But obviously, if you have symptoms and they test you, they find positive, but you never got hospitalized or you never was sick, like really,
Watch your
really
mics,
sick.
guys.
They're gonna
Well,
use
it's got to be nationwide because it's the CDC that it goes into.
Well,
And
that's
so whoever's
how they're
eating
doing
the,
contact tracing.
please hit the mic.
Sorry.
So it goes directly into CDC. So if it's going into CDC Maine, it's going to CDC everywhere. So they're basically keeping track of. And is that not a violation of your Fourth Amendment? Oh,
They
If you
don't
sign
get
up
no
for it, I don't see
fucks.
why
They
it wouldn't.
changing all the rules. I'm sorry. Go ahead, whoever's sorry. They changing the rules. They don't care no more. Things as we know it, when they said, listen, it's going to be 30 days. There's this bug out here. It'll disappear in the summer. And, we need you to lock down for 30 days. Who fucking believed that shit?
well, I'm going to ask you a question, and I really want you to think before you answer this.
All right.
Do we really still have a constitution?
Not really. I got to
On
text
paper,
Wendy,
we
man.
do, but not in real life.
I got to text Wendy. I got to hop off to do it. I'll be right
All
back.
right, go ahead, dude. But
Hey Brian, to answer that question, man, do we have a constitution? Yes, I think we all have a constitution, and that's an individual constitution of right and wrongs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a constitution written on paper that's stored away behind a vault and on display for historical purposes? Yes, we do. Do they follow it? No, they don't. So
exactly.
I think you need to stay strong with your own constitution, promote that, and as long as we all promote a good, positive constitution, we all have differences, but then people can, learn from us and develop their own principled and moral aspect of their constitution.
But I mean, we got to stand up, people. We can't keep being sheeple and sit by the sidelines and allow this government or any government. I don't care if it's this government, what government it is. Allow a government to take a piece of paper that we've held true for how many friggin' years?
250, 70 years,
Yeah, and just walk away from it. The way they have.
In New Hampshire, we're not, and these are probably the most active, level-headed people. You look at like Seattle or something. That's not level-headed at all. They're smashing things and doing all those crazy things. Here in New Hampshire, these are smart people. They have the head on their shoulders of sorts. They understand the law. Yeah. They're really meticulous in what they do, and they're being very effective in change here. If you really think about it, the third in charge in New Hampshire is an anarchist.
Yeah.
Guys, you're talking about the tracing of anybody that tests positive, and I've tested positive. I'm sure I'm being traced. I don't care. It's just my excuse to not get the vaccine. But a couple days ago, they announced that the federal government's investing $231.8 million. They struck a deal with an Australian company for at-home rapid tests. So you take this test at home, and supposedly in 15 minutes, you know whether you've got COVID or not. I don't know how they're going to trace that. How they're going to get the results of that.
User submitted like sheep.
I'll bet you wherever you bought it from is being required to send a list of wherever that was sent to.
Okay, so they know you've got a test. They don't know what the results are.
Yeah, but they know that it was tested sent to your home. No Name Audits, how you doing?
What's up, No Name?
MNP videos.
Oh, I'm just reading. An article. I'm reading this article on it. Here's how they're doing it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it says Biden administration has made a $231.8 $8 million deal with an Australian company to boost availability of the first at-home rapid test for the coronavirus, which causes COVID-19. That's available without a prescription. The test, made by Elam, can send results to a smartphone within 15 minutes of receiving the sample. Okay, so that's how they're going to.
So it's just, I bet you're sending it into the CDC, just like all these pharmacies are doing.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That's just like when you go to the hospital and you test positive, they give you this little thing that you're supposed to download on your phone, and they're supposed to check in with you every day. They're supposed to follow you. You have to allow your locations to be traced and all that.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
So I'm sharing an article about the COVID-19 sharing with police, with law enforcement, that might be helpful. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. So I'm sharing that right now. There's a link to it. But I was just going to say something and I can't remember.
Did they do the same thing
that's
with
how
AIDS?
they're doing contact
AIDS
tracing.
and HIV? Did they do the same thing with AIDS and HIV?
Yeah,
Did they do the same thing
I think so.
for the police?
Notice how
and so
that's not a
forth?
pandemic anymore, though. Like, that's not something major anymore.
No, but what he's saying is, did they do the same thing?
I don't believe they did the same thing, did they?
I
That they traced
I
it the
feel
way
like the
they did.
technology is better now than it was then, so I think we know about it more.
I think they did do that.
I think so,
They
too.
did because they wanted to backtrack where it came from and the first, who all was affected.
That link, by the way, is not working. That link you just posted in the private chat, it's not working.
So you might have to copy it and put it in your search bar,
Yeah, it doesn't have the HTTP.
because I don't think I had to type it out. I'll try it right now. Yeah, it works. You just have to. Nope, it's not working. All right.
It's not. Yeah.
I'll try and I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Monica says, I cannot get the link to work upstate.
I'll try and get it to work.
I couldn't get it to work.
KY.
Yes.
Read Monica's message, please.
In private?
No, right there. I'll put it on the screen.
Upstate. Huh.
Is PayPal probably what
should be.
Yeah, the link didn't work.
KY, if I email it to you, will you be able to share it?
Upstate.
Yeah.
Does that look right?
You should be able to share that right in your on the YouTube side.
Here, I'll.
But you can just put it in the chat, and he should be able to share it.
So I'm going from two different devices.
It's PayPal me upstate audits, correct?
Upstate.
I just put it down. Go ahead and
guys,
grab it.
Tomorrow there's a maskless shopping event. And I'm not going to reveal the location now just in case anything leaks, because I think it's been pretty private. But hundreds of people are going to be there.
What?
They're gonna.
Any chance you're gonna be videotaping that shit?
I'll be there.
Live videotaping or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do live.
All right.
Of course.
Say of course.
I don't. Hey guys, I don't wear a mask anywhere I go. People give me the weird looks, but guess what? Maybe I'm becoming a celebrity in that fact. People are remembering my face and not all the masked faces. So, hey, so what?
I haven't worn one yet.
Do you know what time it's going to be?
What time it's going to be?
Yeah.
I think it said 7
Or at least what time you're going to be there taping? 7 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, I'll find out right now. I'm just going to go into the chat to tell you. We're calling it maskless flash mob.
Oh, flash mob.
But I mean, I'm talking about hundreds of people going to be there. So this is no joke.
So you watch.
Hey,
There's going to be a spike, and they'll blame it on you guys.
I don't
Guys,
see
hey,
it.
my voice is starting to fail me. I'm gonna have to get off here.
All right,
Okay.
whoever that was.
Good talking to you guys.
Hey, hope you're
Go on.
feeling better.
Stay
Thanks
safe.
for coming in,
Hey,
Indy.
Indy.
Stay
Okay,
safe
take care, Andy.
at the those various events. All right.
Yep.
Goodbye. Good night.
I'll
Thanks,
go
Andy.
live
All
at
right,
6
Andy.
o'clock, guys.
6, okay.
Yep.
We'll
Have a
see
good
how
night.
that works out.
That's a long time for Andy to be on the panel, though. He usually hop on, say a little shit, and be up.
Yeah, he's still not feeling very well.
Yeah, he's still recovering.
I just messaged that lady from Rochester.
Did you? I just sent KY the link to the article that she posted on her Facebook page.
I don't think I see that. I did kind of.
It's in one of her comments. It's from the
Oh.
news out of Nashville about the contact tracing and sharing with law enforcement. So it talks about civil liberties and whatnot.
I'll keep looking here.
Eric
The
Turner from
link-
had originally shared it with her.
The link is in the private. It's exactly the same. The only difference is HTTPS : / in front of it. That's all.
Okay.
So if I copy this and go like this.
I saw something really weird on a something about the hearing about the bills that they're trying to pass and the government funding too. And one of the state reps referred to the Constitution as just New Hampshire's Constitution. And I was kind of baffled. Like, do we have our own constitution? Like, is every state have their own?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
So it changes state to state because I thought like the U.S. had one. I guess I'm not that brilliant.
I would say some states have older
What's going
constitutions
on,
than
y'all?
the
How's
United
everybody
States
doing
Constitution.
tonight?
What the fuck is that?
What's going on? Hi, my name's Shania. How's everybody doing?
Jerk. What's up, Sanaya?
What's going on? What's going on, BTF? What's going on, 420 Car Porch? KY Jelly's in the house. Hey, what's going on, Jelly? Preston, OC Audit.
You had an ugly shit.
What is going on, NNE? I
Holy
did not
fuck.
was it Wednesday? Yes,
Oh
it's
my god!
Wednesday.
I can smell those armpits.
I know.
Yeah, I just got the shower before you fucking old man.
I can smell them fucking armpits. Oh my god!
Oh,
What is this?
fuck.
Like a
I
smell of
didn't bring
it?
it. Tell me about
It
it.
smells like Red Bull and Doritos.
Oh, stop talking about your upper lip there, BTF. Stop talking about your upper lip.
I posted that link in the YouTube chat.
Thank you, KY.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, you're so special. I love you.
Yeah, you're special too.
I know.
Everybody does over KY once in a while.
So guys, Shania got something to say to y'all.
Okay.
Shania wants to say, Bucket Boy's back in the house. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Bucket?
What's up, Bucket?
So,
Jesus.
hey guys, I got bad news that I just found out on Silver Diamond's panel.
Yeah.
What's that?
I am being targeted by the state of Rhode Island right now, being called it, what's that word called?
Domestic terrorist.
Domestic terrorist.
No, basically,
That would
no.
have fit right in with the
word.
conversation if you were.
A fucking asshole.
No, what was it? What was it, Preston?
Cocksucker.
The insurrection.
An insurrectionist?
I'm being labeled as an insurrectionist in the state of Rhode Island. Based on the video I was in 2 years ago testifying against gun control.
Against?
Everybody that's in that video that said they would not comply is now being labeled as an insurrectionist.
Wow.
And I found that out by a big news station, private news station here in Rhode Island. That was also in the video with me. and he's also being targeted as well.
All right, what happens in this video? What am I missing?
So in this video, I'm pretty sure BTF knows about that day. BTF.
I was probably there.
BTF. Remember the day me and Dan testified for the gun control issue?
All right, people testify every day. Why was your shit so smoking hot that now
Well, because Rhode Island doesn't like that. Yeah, the two-way that Rhode Island doesn't like the two-way commission, the coalition. And me and Dan Bundy from TruthRadioShow.com basically went up on testify. I told them we will not comply. A lot of people said they will not comply. And now the ones that keep saying they will not comply over and over again were put together into a video from Capitol TV. And according to lobbyists in the States now, the people that were seen in that video are being labeled as insurrectionists.
Hey, well, yeah. The Second Amendment Coalition guys, they're a bunch. I don't like them. I used to be part of their group, and I'm trying to get it here. They say that they're pro Second Amendment, but they supported all kinds of bans like bump stock bans. Not that bump stocks are good tools, right? But also they all believe in registration, so they're all part of the problem. You know, they're all doing what the government's telling them to do all the time.
Agreed. If they part of registration, they're allowing them to track. They're doing I don't know. It's wrong.
Yeah, that whole system is unconstitutional. It's like, you know, they're a bunch of NRA supporters, but NRA is trying to push legislation to restrict guns.
Lobbyists in Rhode Island themselves, though. You know who's a poor lobbyist for the 2A Commission? Frank Shikosio, the worst lobbyist ever. He's the one that's fucking it up for that whole coalition himself as well.
I think they're all a joke. You know what I did there, Bucky Boy, right? You remember what happened there? They were trying to restrict my free speech to the Second Amendment Coalition, so I pulled my yellow shirt off that I got from them, and I threw it on the floor, and I stood on it right in front of them. I was like, I'm not part of your group anymore. You want to restrict my First Amendment right and really my Second Amendment rights, y'all can go fudge off.
Yeah.
Remember when I got in trouble for being too loud and proud for the 2A?
Yeah.
Yelling at me, being loud and ignorant like that, or being loud and proud like that is not the way to go. I said, no, you standing there silent like a fucking statue isn't the way to go, you dumbass.
I can't imagine you being given a hard time for being too loud.
Like in the floor, was I not getting yelled at left and right?
As quiet as you are, holy fuck.
The Rhode Island is fugged. Okay, Rhode Island is fugged. Guys, think about this, guys. Rhode Island, Gina Raimondo, she's the governor, but CNN label, like, they did like a what's the worst state to do business in, to open a business? It was Rhode Island.
Rhode Island was the worst. Was the worst.
Yeah, but and then guess what Joe Biden did? Joe Biden hired her for like the financial director.
Really?
Yeah, she's going to be leaving as the governor, and she was already nominated by the Senate, so she's definitely in. But guys, it is a massive joke. She's probably the worst governor
She's
ever.
going to DC in a couple of days. Actually, today's supposed to be her farewell speech, I think.
Yeah, the State of the Union today.
Yeah, today's her farewell speech to go to DC.
Who y'all talking about? Kamala?
No, Gina Raimondo.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
East.
Oh, whatever.
East.
Yeah, the Far East. Well, as far as we can go.
You know, in China, they made it illegal to go against the cop's order. If you're in a protest and he give you directives, if you don't follow them, it's life in prison.
Yep. Did you know China? Did you hear what's going on in China right now, guys?
Besides life in prison for protesters?
Not even that. Do you know what's going on right now? The reason why China's getting like that is because they're trying to stop the CCP, the China Communist Party, or whatever you call it. And
they're already in control, buddy.
not even that. Taiwan is trying to separate themselves from China. But China says if they go ahead and do that, there'll be war in Taiwan.
And the U.S. says we'll help Taiwan.
And if we help Taiwan, we are fucked. Because China is just as strong, if not stronger than us.
I'd be more concerned that we owe China trillions and trillions of dollars, and they can fuck up our economy.
You said we? Don't put me in that we.
You got a Social Security, BTF?
No, I will never collect Social Security, neither will you.
No. Do you have a Social Security card? Do you have a driver's license?
Well, look,
do you have a visa?
You can't blame someone being born into the system, but I don't have those things anymore.
You don't have the visa and all of that bullshit. You don't have a driver's license.
No, yeah. I mean, look,
nigga,
under the threat of arrest,
you one of those
monopoly over the system. You're gonna have to abide by it to a certain degree.
Yes, but you say we. Don't put we in that. You are we. Check it. Probably says it on your license somewhere.
It's funny you say that because I met a guy yesterday.
No, why you got a mask on your live? You're not in people.
I met this guy yesterday that has been driving around for like 20 years without a driver's license, and like when they pull him over, he's like, I never signed up for it. He's like, it's a privilege to drive. It's like, well, I didn't ask for it. It's like, and so he's driving privately traveling.
I'm saying that go very wrong. I've seen motherfuckers window breaking and snatched out the car. I've seen some cars be like, man, I don't even want to argue with you. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what you dealt with.
I just stopped by to say, do not call 843-918-1300. That is, do not call 843-918-1300.
Is that like a porno line?
What's that?
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle
Beach PD.
You're not calling 1-900.
Wow, everybody knows. Everybody's got it memorized. Do not hit option 1, hit option 0, then they'll send you to option 1.
Hey, no name. What? Should I not call her and ask if this is a prostitute hotline?
What's that?
Should I not call her and ask if it's a prostitute hotline?
Yes. Just call them up. Be like, hey, I saw your number written on a bathroom stall.
I got this.
Call them up and ask them if Officer Heard has been indefinitely suspended yet.
Call and ask if Trixie's there. So, hi, is Trixie in?
What's that? Do not call number, please.
843-918-1300. I did not say to call. I said don't call.
I have to say I do not support this action. This is not supported by NNE.
No, but it's definitely supported by Brian Sessions.
Hold on. What was the officer's name? What was the officer's name? Guys, hold on.
Officer Heard.
What?
Officer Heard.
What about Officer Heard?
All right, shh. Hold on.
Officer Heard or Trixie?
Heard or Harris?
Heard. Nick Heard, 308, badge 308.
Shh. Okay, all right. Let's be quiet for a second here, so we can all hear this.
Or Trixie?
What are we listening for?
Hello, you have reached the City of Myrtle Beach Police Department. Please listen carefully as our name.
0.
For police or fire assistance, press 1. For inmate information or the... That is an invalid selection. Please try again. For police or...
They get you on block.
Please wait.
Hello?
Myrtle Beach Police and Fire, this is Kendra.
Yes, I was wondering if I could speak to a desk sergeant, please.
I'm sorry?
I was wondering if I could speak to a desk sergeant, please.
We don't necessarily We have this sergeant. What do you need to speak to this sergeant?
I'm a concerned citizen. I'll just speak to a desk sergeant, please.
No, I need to know.
No, you don't. You're just a dispatcher. I'll just speak to a desk sergeant, please. You are just a dispatcher. I'd like to speak to a desk sergeant, please.
Sir, I need to know what.
You don't need to know. The desk sergeant needs to know, not you. You're a dispatcher.
Okay,
Ma'am Kendra, I'd like to speak to a desk sergeant. You have no right to refuse me a desk sergeant right now. It's against my constitutional rights. Do you want a lawsuit, miss? Do you want a lawsuit? I'd like to speak to a desk sergeant, please. Desk sergeant, please. Desk sergeant, please.
I cannot transfer you.
So you're refusing to transfer me to a desk sergeant?
I need to know what this.
You don't need to know. You're a dispatch. I need to speak to a desk sergeant. He needs to know or she needs to know. You are just a dispatcher. You don't need to know nothing. You are just a dispatcher. You're a lower level of nothing. You mean nothing to the people. You're just a dispatcher. I need to speak to a desk sergeant, please. If you hang up this call, I will have a lawsuit against Myrtle Beach Police Department for improper business techniques and basically fucking refusing to do their job duties. I'll bring them a civil court for refusing to do their job duties.
Sir, listen. I'm telling you that I will transfer you. Tell me what type of sergeant you speak to.
Dereliction of duty.
Traffic, etc.
Desk sergeant, please.
Dereliction of duty.
I will put
It's
you for
regarding public urination.
do a desk sergeant. Ma'am, I'm asking you for a desk sergeant, please.
It's about the dirty bathroom.
Would you like a lawsuit for dereliction of duty?
Tell her she saw one of the rookies on the golf course taking a piss behind the pine tree.
You can probably hear you.
I'm on hold, guys. I'm on hold.
Be careful. Their holds record. Their holds record.
I'm on mute. I'm on mute.
Okay.
Okay, when they come back on, tell them you'd like to complain about the bathrooms. The bathrooms are really dirty, and the last time you was in there, you think you caught the crabs from the flush, and you're really upset.
No. He caught the crabs from Nick Heard's mother's mouth.
And you'd like to file a complaint about catching the crabs from the.
What was his badge number again, Officer?
308. He's made it to multiple YouTube channels at this point. Tell him.
I'm on hold, so they're tracking a burner number right now. They're tracking a Google Voice number, so have fun.
That's fine. They can fucking do whatever the fuck they like.
VPN, whatchamacallit? What the fucking, yeah.
I'm just wondering if he's had sex.
Be like, can I talk to Officer 308? You know, like the caliber. Click, clack. Say that.
Well, we're fucking bad puppies. That beep is a recording noise. That's how they record.
Ain't no
Better
name.
make sure that's a mute bucket.
It is.
No name. You think they ever heard about that recording that I made about them? You think they ever heard?
Yes. Hello. Yes. Hello. Who's this? Yes. Can you hear me? Who's this?
This is Lieutenant Quinn.
How are you today, Lieutenant Quinn? I'm calling to ask if Officer Heard, badge 308, has been suspended yet.
No, not to my knowledge.
May I ask why? I see some very poor behavior on YouTube by him. I would like to ask why he's not at least suspended with pay.
Tell him you'll call back and try again tomorrow.
We've had no reason at this point. I don't know of any investigation, but I'm not going to comment much more past that. What did you observe?
Very hostile, aggressive, rude.
Pissing on the public area.
Well, if that did happen,
He doesn't even know what a public property is.
Is what?
He doesn't even know what public property is or what a public entity is.
Why is he? Hey, my bucket. Bucket, you should ask him. Bucket, ask him why he told my cousin's car.
I'm sick and tired of 308 getting away with his bullshit.
Why he told? Hey, Bucket, ask him why he told my cousin's car.
If you need to complain on him, you can do that. But other than that,
you won't do anything anyways, buddy, over there, don't right? I seen you on YouTube
car.
too. You won't accept complaint forms. You don't fucking hold your buddy fucking accountable.
The private owner said he could leave the car, and that's when he could pick it up. And you
fucking stood there and let them fucking do it. Remember, motherfucker?
No, but my buddy and his cousin were. And I witnessed it all live on YouTube. It was all live. He had no
YouTube. That must be no name.
Was there any kind of complaint by your buddy and his friends?
Oh, there was many complaints made. Many complaints. And many call-ins from different YouTubers as well. And this cop still has a badge and a gun. Go figure.
There's even a funny video of this discussion.
If they made complaints, then that'll be investigated if you did something wrong.
I doubt your IA is going to investigate their own officers because they don't do a thorough job as it is in any other state I've been in.
Okay.
So I think it's time for we the people. I think it's time for we the people to get our asses down to this police spot and stop protesting against Badge 308 because 308 is nothing but a tyrannical cop. I think it may see 50 or 60 people come springtime if that cop does not have any punishment done by now. By then, to have a nice little rally outside that police department for justice against Badge 308. He cost my buddy's cousin so much money that impounded that car. That didn't even need to be impounded. Wasn't even at the scene where the original shit happened. On private property where the private owner said he could leave it until someone can come pick it up. And you still had it towed and impounded and costed him money. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like you get the bigger ball sack off of it? Like, do you guys get a thrill, a rush, an adrenaline rush? Like, you guys seek for adrenaline?
No.
Because this is getting ridiculous what I'm seeing by Officer 308 on many, many, many platforms out there.
Right, well, who am I speaking with then? You can make a complaint on him.
You don't need to know who else you're speaking with because I don't have to ID myself and I can call in as a concerned citizen.
Good, well, I can still ask you.
And I don't have to answer.
Okay. All right, then I'll keep that in mind, and then we'll, if you have any other questions, you can call back.
No problem. Thank you, Quinn.
And
What a fucking tyrant.
How I do, guys?
Yeah, I think you did an A+ Bucket.
Yeah, like I said, he's literally.
I'd say it would B+.
Favor and release him without bond.
Release him from jail.
I don't know. I'm on a YouTube live. I can't talk to him.
Could you put a word in for me for personal favor of releasing him without bail or under personal recognizance?
No, I won't be able to do anything like that. I'm working at the police department. Basically, it's a court. It'll be between him, a judge, and the officer.
Is the judge there I could speak to?
No, there's no judge yet. His charges aren't even posted, so he'll probably see a judge in the morning.
Well,
Except for when the tickets come in.
Well, is there any chance he can go home tonight and report back in the morning? He's a very honest and trustworthy person. I think he'll probably he'll return.
I get what you're saying. I appreciate you calling, but I can't just let someone out of jail just because someone's
Is there someone that's above you that I could talk to, like your supervisor, that I may be able to speak to?
I'll be happy to take down your name and number and pass it upward, but I can guarantee the same results from that. No one's going to be able to get him out of jail. He'll have to go through the process just like anybody else that comes in.
Well, the problem with that.
That's just how the court system works.
Well, the problem with that is I'm a person that's in that protective custody myself, and I can't do that. But it would really be nice. Is there anyone that I could speak to there that I could possibly convince I mean, you seem to be a nice lady, but you don't seem to be working with the branch. Is there someone there that he's looking at?
Pretty cool. You have to go through the process. So what you have to do is the charges are served on that person. The person has their chance in court, and the judge issues the bond or whatever that may be. He has to go through the same system and the same steps as anybody else that would come in here for any other charges.
Well,
I think you're the next one to do it because I've got it already keyed in.
I would think
Yeah, it's just a holding cell here. He's not in prison or anything. It's just a holding cell until he sees the judge, or he might be able to go out before then. I don't know. The whole thing is the charges are not in yet, so none of that can be determined right now.
Okay, can I speak? Is the arresting officer there?
The arresting officer is not here right now. I mean, I can take down your name and number and pass it up to like his supervisor. I can't guarantee when that person will be able to call you back, though, because they're all on the road.
Is his supervisor in? I mean, this is really bothering
They
me.
won't be able to release him out of jail.
No, they didn't get in trouble.
Oh,
Though.
he's probably one of the most trustworthy persons that you're
And everybody else is doing it.
I'm going to bed, Brian.
What are you going to bed for? It's just the party is just beginning.
You could go in and talk to him a little bit.
I got to get up at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Night.
He has a phone.
Speaker didn't work.
Whoever he likes to.
He has a phone in it. He has a phone in his cell.
Yeah, it costs $50 to make one fucking phone call for 3 minutes.
Okay.
I'm sure he's doing that.
Could you loan him $10 so he could make some phone calls?
$10 wouldn't even give me a pack of cigarettes in there.
I'm just like, okay, fine. If you have five,
It's our policy to even do that, even if I wanted to do that. I can't give anyone money.
Could you loan him?
For the police department.
Could you give him a gift? I would give it back to you if you could give him like $7 in quarters. Is it? Could you find out if there's? Could you ask some?
I'm not allowed to take anything from the public whatsoever. You can't even give me like a gift that's over a certain amount.
Could you ask some of the officers there? Could you ask some of the officers there if they could take a collection up and give him some quarters, because he really doesn't know anybody there that he can call, and it's really.
So what he'll do is he can speak to the judge, and I mean the judge can basically let him out with no money he has to pay. He has to see a judge.
Is the judge
the same steps as anybody else, and whatever the charge is?
Is the judge there? And I could.
Let's go for a ride before they fucking ping my phone.
Speak to the judge now.
No, like I said earlier, the judge is not here. The judge will be in the morning, and I'm sure he'll be able to see the judge in the morning. But again, I can't say exactly when he'll see the judge. The charges, the tickets are not brought into the jail from the arresting officer yet.
Well, could we call the judge at home and see if the home?
No, sir. And plus, the judge doesn't work for me. That's in the court system.
Well,
the police department and the court system are two totally different things.
Well, I'm sure
so
because
I don't have
this.
the judge's number, and I'm not calling him even if I did.
I understand, but this is an American hero. This American hero deserves to be out of jail. Is there a prosecutor?
Telling him to hurry and get off the phone.
Or there's got to be somebody we could talk to about this.
You can fine in the police department, but I'm telling you, we will not be able to let him out of the jail. He has to go through the same court system as everyone else.
Man.
We're going to loan him money or anything like that.
Man, I want him out tonight. I don't want to have to wait. Why you guys being so mean? Just let him out. I mean, can you give him some orders? Can you speak to some of the other officers, ma'am? Can I imagine you get $7 in quarters? Won't be I'm okay. I'm too sure, but you go check
go, that's right. Yeah, I told you, I told you.
I understand, but listen, you're states away. Okay? He's fine here, and he will get out. It's not like we're putting him in prison and he's staying there for life. Okay? He's in a holding cell, and he's going to work his way.
He's in a jail cell. Oh my God, he's in a jail cell. Are you kidding?
Oh, I think I hopped in the car.
Okay.
Whoever got the potato chip bag, we can hit every crush and crumble.
Here's how we get paid. Big bucks.
Fucking fat asses.
Stuff away. Yes, we give away stuff and we get paid. And I want to show you how to.
Could you go tell him, bro? Could you go tell him? Could you go tell him Brian loves him? Could you go tell him Brian loves him? Could you please? Just tell him Brian loves him, that's all. Hello? Just go and tell him Brian loves him. Will you
God, we need Josh out here. We really need Josh.
Okay. Please. Oh, Brian loves him. Okay. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm getting a call back from one of the.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go down. Okay, but tell him Brian loves him, okay? Okay. Tell him Brian loves him, okay?
I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I will thank you. What was your name again?
Big house of American hero named William Blair. You have illegally detained him.
Okay, I got to admit, sometimes we get a little playful here at late night, and sometimes we do naughty things.
You know what's bad about that system, Brian?
What's that?
No Name had to pay that money to set up the phone.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I just gotta mute the mic. I'm just give me 1 second. I'll come back. I'm not leaving.
All right. So then he tried to call me, and I had to set up a damn account and put $20 in his account so he could call me.
Are we talking about No Name's arrest?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about my arrest. It's like $75 a call.
Can we see it?
Can we see my arrest?
I'm sure I saw it.
Yeah, we can put my arrest up. You guys, who wants to see my arrest? You want to see it?
Do you have the link? I don't have the link for that.
Hang on, Brian. Brian, I'll send you a link. Give me a second. I'm just gonna pull into a driveway, and then I'll fucking do it in the phone. Hang on, give me 1 second.
But Joe, did you see how tyrannical that woman was? No matter how, even when I started crying, she wouldn't let him out. And No Name said that she did not go back and tell him that Brian loves him.
Yeah, you did a great job, Brian.
Hey, Joe, you got the video on your channel too, right?
I don't know. Oh, I got one, the first one. Didn't you get arrested again?
Oh, the second night. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I'll give me. Let me pull over and park, and I'll explain that one.
The second one.
Dude, they said put some signal jammer on it and cut it right down, so it doesn't even look like I got arrested. I think they went in my phone and edited it out.
Wasn't it 3 times? I thought it was 3 times.
They rode right up in the car. I got the dude with me. That was what happened, dude.
It seemed like they rode right by. I mean,
no, they fucking they like
up to the car.
Like somebody snitched me the fuck out, like where I was.
Like they
yeah,
knew exactly where you
yeah, exactly. They just pulled right up behind my car at the other kid's parking lot at his apartment complex. It's not like I had any contacts or history being there, and they just fucking rolled up, knocked on my window. I'm doing my live stream and say, "Step out of the car, you're under arrest."
Or Under arrest
That's what they
for?
did. That's what they did for that. That's what they did that night.
Under arrest for what?
They said the night before when I was arrested, I gave it was misinformation
Oh,
and
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What happened with that? You gave him alias?
no, I didn't.
Wrong birthday.
What? It's a catch-22. Yeah, it's a catch-22. It's like let me see if I can text you what happened.
I don't think you can talk about that on video right
You
now.
shouldn't talk about it. No.
All right. I'll text you, Joe. Hang on.
No, wasn't the rest on the fucking TV somewhere? Didn't I see it somewhere? Yeah, I saw it somewhere. I heard about it. It's they say to give him the wrong birth date or something.
Well, he may be given the right one. Doesn't mean it was recorded properly.
That's
Yeah,
what's
Joe.
going on.
I just text you. It might take a second or two to get there.
No, I'm looking at it.
Officer McCain in Scottsdale, Arizona, made a new friend tonight. How did Officer McCain make a new friend? They all make friends every night. Yeah, I couldn't believe she wouldn't even go back and tell him Brian loves him. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, we were having fun that night. And I was bet that I couldn't call back and get a hold of him. And I wanted to see how long I could keep her online. And if I could talk them into letting him out, didn't work, didn't happen.
So who's the tyrant cop everybody keeps saying call? What's that about?
Who?
I don't know.
Officer
I
Hurt.
keep saying everybody.
308.
Oh, Officer
Hurt
Hurt 308. The one that arrested me in the video that you posted.
Yeah.
I found News Now Charlotte has a video of him too being a fucking tyrant. So not only has he made my channel a couple of times and he's on your channel, now he's on News Now Charlotte back from September. I found that by accident. I wouldn't doubt there's some other channels out there that have some videos of him too. You know, there could be some 100 subscriber channels with 10, 20 views that no one's seen yet, you know?
You're quite right? Once a tyrant, always a tyrant type shit.
Exactly.
My first video I ever did with him, it wasn't my first video, but the first video he ever appeared in my video, he just came walking right up to me. I was like doing a narration on my live stream. He comes right up and becomes cocky and stuff like that. Tries to start threatening disorderly conduct and all kinds of other stupid shit. I'm a sidewalk. They're on the other side of the road. And it's like, I was like, dude, he's like, you're interfering. I said, have you ever looked up the case law or interfering? That was like 5 nights before that happened. Every time I ran into him, he came up there on purpose.
He had a hard on for you already.
Yeah, the police report's even better. I got the police report. I got to pull it up again online.
Yeah, I would love to see that shit. If he's saying that when you were interfering, what did he consider interfering? If it was talking to that lady, telling her her rights, then you had that shit should go somewhere. That's a great case.
That's exactly what he said. He said he was there and he witnessed me doing it. He didn't say in the police report that he was down the street somewhere watching it on the MDD portal in the cop car, and that's the reason. So he's basically the whole long story short is that he arrested me for the officer that was there should have charged. If not, I'm not saying they're right, but
are you
if anybody was going to put a charge on me,
the live stream charged you?
Yeah, the guy watching the live stream charged me.
That's how we found him.
Yep.
That's how we found him. Running around with his blue light on solid and watching the live stream until he saw the blue light.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said, he just said my name and you started walking off.
I was like, here we fucking go again.
Yes.
Hey, if I'm free to go, it's free to leave,
no
right?
matter what, right? He was coming to arrest you, right? He wasn't
Yeah.
coming for nothing else.
He was coming to arrest me. Right, exactly. He was coming to arrest me.
Interfering is advising a motherfucker. See, I would love to see some fucking case law on that shit. Interfering is advising a motherfucker. I got a comment. I hate to change the shit to me, but I got a comment on one of my shit saying that when I told the cop he went in some guy's kid's pocket, and I say you can't go in that kid pocket, and got into argument. And I got a comment today that said, "You idiot" or some if you weren't interfering with the cop's job. And I left the response something like, "So telling him not to go in the kid's pocket, advise the kid of their rights. You consider that interfering?" So I'm interested in this shit you're talking about. It's the same shit. You advise someone of their rights, and motherfucker literally charged you with interfering.
Right. So I didn't do nothing wrong. I really didn't do nothing wrong. It's just clearly him being a tyrant.
No way that can be considered interfering, right?
Right.
I mean,
I would have to physically, from what I understand, I have to physically get involved. I have to
from
physically
what I understand as well.
Yeah.
Which is why your case might be the one that straighten this out. No name versus the state of Rockwall or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, it's fun. It's funny because I call every lawyer down here, and they're all like, "Oh, I can't take the case. I'm conflicted. I can't take the case." I must have called 20 fucking lawyers down there. I'm about ready to make that a video and just record every phone conversation and make that a.
I got that
It's
too, no
difficult
name.
to get a fucking lawyer, man, when you ain't got no bread.
I don't have a lawyer. That's what I'm trying to say. I try to see if someone want to take it.
Right.
Yeah, because the lawyer, when I went and talked to a lawyer, it was $5,000 up front, and then $5,000 every 2 weeks, and up to $30,000 or until it was settled. And I was like, holy fuck.
A case like this, they wouldn't take pro bono.
Some of them will. Some of them will. It took me 2.5 years to find an attorney that would take my case pro bono. And it's not
Well,
pro
the
bono.
system
He's
is
taking
broken then.
He's taking it on a contingency. And the only reason I found him was because I looked into attorneys that had sued small towns in the state I live in.
Well, I hope you do well, because you deserve that. That's fucking, that town is really screwed with you. So I hope you
Well, I can
prevail
tell
on
you
that.
that we've already spoken before about people that have left departments, and 3 more have left.
3 more?
One
Oh,
was
shit.
One was
No
a chief
name.
of police in one of the towns.
No name.
So-
Yeah.
Did you get that information I sent you about that civil rights lawyer?
I think I got a text message. I haven't. Is that the one that's on YouTube?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to hit him up. I haven't got to that yet.
Yeah, his email, his phone number, everything's on there. I got that for you.
Okay.
I know that Furry Potato has good luck with the lawyer that she uses. It's an online lawyer, but I don't know how it works out, how much you have to pay on them. Most of them, 2/3 of them, are going to require something up front, and that's what fucks you. Because, if they tell me I want $5,000 up front, I mean, I can do $5,000 up front, but then when you tell me I need $5,000 2 weeks from now, suck my dick.
Right.
They
can take the case and take it out of the case once we win it. I'm fine with them doing that.
Yeah. I don't mind getting 5,000.
Shit. I gotta go, guys.
All right, thank you, Joe.
I think it truly depends on how much they think your case is worth, though. You know what I mean? Like, I spoke to, I don't even know, I spoke to hundreds of attorneys in the tri-state area where I am. And until I spoke to one and he was kind of interested, and then he backed away. And that took me about 2 months to find out he wasn't interested. And because he had to go through some stuff. But then, and I was advised by many people not to sue. But as soon as I got in touch with this man, and he was a little hesitant, but then he saw the files that I had collected and the videos I collected and the proof I had. And then he started requesting stuff. And it was like 3.5 weeks later. He went through everything, and he said, "You have no idea what you have."
Yeah, you know, and the thing of it is that these lawyers that are close to the area, they're not going to want to take it because they're going to be dealing with these these fuckers in there. So that's why the places. So your lawyer is probably from outside of the area or something.
Not really. So what I did was I just Googled. So finally I got to the point where I was given a tip from someone else that had sued a local jurisdiction. And she said, what you need to do is you need to Google case law and find out who won cases against the towns that you're going against, or towns close to you that are the same size or the same type of situation where a civil right was violated. And I did. I found one that was, and he's not very far. He's probably 2 counties away. So he is 2 counties away. But he just jurisdictions.
See, that's what I mean. He's not in that county, so
Right.
he's not going to be dealing with that county, law in the near future that he's going to deal with. So that's why it's nice if you can get out of the county. My sister's an attorney. She was an attorney in New Hampshire for a bunch of years, and her husband was an attorney. And I can tell you fucking stories about attorney on attorney and finding attorneys to go against towns and community. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
it's
they go
a
out to
good buddy.
dinner with each other. They go out to
Well, it's a good
golfing, whatever.
exactly. They go to different things.
Brian,
Yeah, go ahead.
could she walk into a South Carolina court and practice law?
No, she's not. She's actually working for a company right now. She's not doing law right now. She got offered twice what she was making to go to work for this company, so she went to work for them.
Yeah.
But and my brother-in-law's passed away now, but I hear stories about how lawyers would say, yeah, so and so came in, but I don't want to go against this one because I got to deal with them on that's other stuff, and you'd hear this. I'd just sit there like, wow,
Well, too, if you look really deep, like in my searches, I started to find things like some of the attorneys I was calling once used a similar address to someone that has had conflict with me because of some of the situations. So, let's say family court attorney was tied into one of these civil rights attorneys, and they shared the same office address, but they were never linked to that same law office.
Yeah.
So it was listed as their home address. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a lot of cross-referencing, and it took a long time, years, to be able to find this attorney. And it'll probably take years for this to burn out. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that as a threat, like burn out, but die down. You know what I mean? It'll take years. He said I'm looking at like 7 years.
Well, and the thing of it is that they know this, and they figure it's a waiting game for them. It's like I always talk about, why do these cops feel that they can step on our rights or do the stuff, deny the rights that they do, and
You just give up and quit.
well, because 99%, again, that's a guess, 99% of the people do not have the means, the ability, or just their interest dies, patience. And the cases go nowhere. And the 1% to 2% that do go forward, halfway through get dismissed by the judges. So, I mean, how many lawyers are there? Like I talked to my sister one time about, hey, can you help me out with this case? I'm thinking about doing a suit against this for civil rights. And she says, I'm not a civil rights attorney, and I could blow your case because I'm not a civil rights attorney. And she gave me a list of attorneys to call. One was her personal friend. When the minute I call, oh, I know you. And she's like, no, I can't do it as much as I'd love to. There's so much time involved. And it's like, but you're my friend of my sister. Come on. But yeah, they don't want to get interested. They don't want to get involved with them and get all this time. And again, what happens if they do something on a contingency, and then all of a sudden they find out your case is not as strong as it was because you lied to them or something, you lost interest or what have you, or people, your witnesses didn't pan out. So I can somehow, some ways I can understand why they're so reluctant. But Jesus, how do they, they're supposed to be there for the justice system also. And how do we have a justice system if it's going by the people who can afford to sue and those who can't?
Hey, Lynn.
That's not justice.
Do you have an attorney now? Is that what I understand?
So there's a couple of different situations going on. For 2 of the 3 matters, I do. I should say there's 3 situations wrapped into one, and then there's 2 other situations, and for so there's a total of 3.
Okay, because the reason I'm asking is because we have a person. Her name is Maddie Madness. She's about halfway through studying for being a paralegal. If your lawyers need help, she supports everything this community does, and she will help your lawyer look for references, case law, whatever, free of charge, in assisting you.
That would be cool. I don't know. I mean, he's asked me to do certain things, and I have done them. Pretty much like, don't put my face on screens, don't do any Facebook Lives, record, but don't post them online. Right now, just immediately send them to him and to one other trusted individual, so I do trust him, but they all start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like with these attorneys, they all do start somewhere. They all probably started in that prosecutor's office or the county attorney's office. So they're all linked together. You know what I mean? Like,
or they're looking to get a job in the attorney's office.
Exactly.
Suckers,
They're all linked together, and it's hard because like I am in the public eye for certain reasons that are positive reasons, but the minute like I've been laying very low to the point where the officer today was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were still in the area." And I know that's not true because I know they drive by my house on a regular basis. I have footage of it.
Just
But
keep an eye on you. Yeah.
for him to say that, and I live on like a 3rd-class road, they call it, but it's really not. It's a highly traveled road. But for him to say that, it was almost like he made a point to say that. And then the other stuff he said was it just bothered me. That's why I had to come up tonight, and it's okay because I'm not using my name or my face and being very selective with what I type publicly. So it's just like with No Name, it's going to be hard to find an attorney, but if you're able or somebody can help you to find someone that has gone against that department before, and you can look in records on a public search platform. I found mine through Google, and I just searched and searched. It took me a lot of time, a lot of devotion to just searching.
Right.
And I did call quite a few of them, but this guy, I called him a few times before he agreed to take it. The first time I called him, I didn't say what I needed to say the right way for him to catch on. And then I used the right wording the last time, and he was like, "All right, I got you. Like, we're going to do this. We're going to get, and of course it was through Zoom. So there hasn't been any like face-to-face in-person stuff because of the situation going on, but, very knowledgeable, I'm working with another attorney and it's night and day. Like he's just a bulldog and the other one's just, soft, fuzzy slippers. So it's night and day, but you just have to be really careful because they're going to keep coming after you. You know what I mean? Like, but when I have a chief of police resigning, that's pretty serious,
Yep.
And like we spoke before, that's just red flags right there. So, but the new chief of police is no better, so it doesn't really help me. But she knows I made verbal contact with her and congratulated her on her new position and wished her well. So, you got to play the both sides of the fence sometimes, and that's
Yep.
what he told me to do. So I mean, I'm not going to try and go out there and just be mean to them, but because I don't want to
Well,
burn.
I'm doing one of my ADD moments. Bucket Boy really called that fucking dispatcher right the fuck out. How they had her down there being cock block to get, for anybody even getting any high. They had her running block down there at the desk, huh?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Absolutely.
I haven't seen stuff like this since the beginning of auditing. I thought we got well past this. I thought there was no more of this going on at a certain point. When me and Josh were going around doing videos at a certain point in time, I was like, Josh, every time we walk in a police department, they know what to do, they know what to say. I haven't seen shit like this, and I haven't seen shit like this in a long time.
Well, but the thing is that how long has it been since an auditor was really concentrating on that area? You know.
I don't think anybody. I'm not gonna knock the guys that did do it. The guys that did do it, I think they passed through in here maybe a few days over a course of a week or two, and then they were back home or they went on the road somewhere else. I mean, I don't think they ever had somebody in their area that could do it every day. If you know what I'm trying to say.
It's like audit in America. They go into an area. It's like bang, 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 bang. They don't follow through on stuff. You know, and it's going from town to town, city to city.
Right. I think what happened with me is that they're like, oh, this guy has contacts in this area. He can he physically can be here every day filming us, and it's like, and I think that's what happened on about the second and third arrest. They're like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna lock him up into the point where that he's not gonna make bond.
Was it the same department every single time and the same?
Oh yeah.
officer?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It was a different officer every time, but
same department.
Same department. Yeah. I would let some of the video. There's a reason why I'll put the arrest video out. The reason why I haven't put the arrest video out yet is because I want to edit it up, not edit it up like to fit like not like, you know what I'm trying to say. It was like 25 minutes of a live stream of. There was 25 minutes of a live stream of me driving the car around, and then we heard the radio call to get there. So I don't want to waste people's time and have them watch 25 minutes of me get into the situation. I basically want to cut that part off and just throw it up, and then have it from the point where the audit started or the cop watch started at the scene to the point where it ended in the Sally Port.
I watched that last arrest, the live.
When I was sitting in my car?
Yeah, I watched that.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yeah, it was crazy. It didn't make any sense at all.
Did you see how it went quiet and nothing like that? I didn't mute. I didn't do anything. That shut down by itself. I don't know how it ended. I don't know how it looked on your guys' end. I don't know if you guys watched it for another 20 minutes after that, and maybe they went back in my phone and they edited that up themselves, because I don't know how it ended. So me and the dude in the car right now were sitting in the car, right?
Yep.
There was another dude with us, right? He left 3 phones in the car the night before. And just be quiet on what I know about that kid right now. I know you're not, but I just don't. We can't say things just yet. But he's in the back seat, and all of a sudden, he deliberately fucking says something on live, which basically is a code word to me that, when I went another night, I said to him, I said, a situation happens, blah, 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 say this. But he deliberately did it when he knew I knew it. Like, he didn't have to say that. And I don't even know if that was a reverse code word back to them. But anyways, there's a delay in YouTube, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting in the car, and they drive around. I'm sitting next to somebody else here. How often they do drive around with their solid blues on, don't they?
Well, they can.
Yeah, they can, because But I said, okay, they're not flashing blues. So it drove by, and that might have took.
Didn't think nothing about it.
But that cop ain't watching me live time is like I'm filming live time. That might be a 20-second, 30-second delay. Right. Well, when he drove by like that, he was immediately back over at the car. So you didn't have a delay, bro. You know what I mean? You were immediately back at the car. You pulled up, knocked on my window. Now, what fucked me off with auditing this police department is that I got pulled over for a brake light out the same day I registered my car. And what happened was, this is the first arrest on January 4th. The officer, everything's going all well. He walks up to the window. He says, "It's officer blah blah blah. I need your license, registration. You have a tail light, not tail, brake light up." I'm like, "Here you go," you know. And he said, "Oh, the insurance card is not right." So I go on my phone. I pull up the right insurance card. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
You talking about the second night?
No, this is the first. No, this is before you were even involved.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I'm sitting there in the car. I'm like, so the ignition's still on. I go to start the fucking roll the window up. I go down to the bottom of the screen, hit that square to X out of it. I'm going to get ready to go into the fucking YouTube app to hit the fucking live button to program that. I got another cop running through the passenger side door because this one reaches his hand over because I'm not, the window motor ain't rolling up fast enough. He pops the lock on the driver's side door, unlocks passenger side door. They come in and rip me out of the car, take my phone and throw it on the hood of the cop car away, and then cuff me up. You're under arrest for resisting. Whoa, 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 whoa. I never said, like, first of all, I don't want to get ruin the case I got, but like, let's just say, first of all, there is no law saying that I can't lock you out of my car. Like I can't, like if you want me to get out of my car, there's nothing saying that before I exit the vehicle, I can't roll the window completely up, shut the keys off, and lock you, and then kick the door shut and lock the keys inside the fucking car. And if you want to retaliate and tow the car for that purpose, you very well fucking can, I guess, officer. But they were just using People v. Mims to ascertain an arrest to fucking circumvent the 12th Amendment. Just like in the video I was showing that they leave the door open. I was trying to tell that people that in my video, my second arrest, you know, sir, why don't you close the door? You know, because by leaving the door open, you're kind of leaving it open as an open invitation to come fucking search. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if I get out of my car, first thing I'm gonna do is lock my door because I'm gonna secure my own vehicle.
Brian, I don't feel Brian. I'm not trying to cut you off and be condescending to you, but I don't know. I have never had an experience with a police officer where you are granted that opportunity.
No, I mean if they ask me to get out of my car, I'm gonna fucking take my keys, put them in my pocket.
Oh no, Brian!
Yeah, they don't allow that.
Brian, Brian, and with your heart conditions, don't you ever try to do that because they'll probably try to tase you and murder you.
Yep.
I'm really being honest with you. That's what they'll do because they stand there at the door. There's a way they position their leg against the door. They open it up most of the time, 90% of the time, or when you do the exit vehicle, they open it up. They stand right in the middle of it between the door and the frame and the chassis. So you get out and they leave the door open. And most of the time they put you in handcuffs, pat you down, and then they put you in front of the cop car against their hood or put you in the back seat of the cop car. And then them and their boys go and run and toss the car. Then they come back and say, "Oh, we didn't find nothing. Get out of the handcuffs. Go sit in the car. I'll be back in about 20 minutes with your ticket." That's most of the time how it works with everybody.
I guess I've always been lucky because I've been pulled out of the car several times. And I've always been able to get out and toss the door.
I've never had an experience, Brian, where you could do anything like what you're saying.
Yeah, no. Each time I got out, I was able to get out, close my door, and they take me to the back of the car.
Absolutely, never have once experienced something like that in my life.
You must be a real badass, and I'm a good guy. That was a joke, obviously.
This is the guy that was.
They treated me like the same way he was talking.
This guy has. I put a video. I didn't put a video. You put your video up of the backup arrest. You were like the backup camera. You got your angle of the camera. I shared it. They fucking demanded identification off of him. His wife died the same day he went filming with me. He wanted to get out of the house, so he has his whole angle of it too. And that was his first time filming. He's like, and he takes an ID out of the pocket, and because it's the same lieutenant Bucket Boy was just talking to, and it's like this guy's condoning what his officer's doing. This lieutenant goes up and demands ID off of this guy right here.
Well, folks, getting to be 1 o'clock. I think I'm going to call her a night. Anything somebody wants to address before we do?
Nope. Upstate got a couple more helps.
Oh, really? Good. Excellent. That's what I was hoping that you get some couple.
How many viewers you got right now, Brian?
11. That's why I figured we'd
Oh, okay. So you don't got the whole. So that's a good. That if you said 50 or 60 right now, I'd say that's
no,
more than
no.
half of the Myrtle Beach Police Department.
No, usually by 1 o'clock, the viewers really drop off. I think it's the East Coast that drops off. The West Coast, or what's watching now, or the mid country. But the East Coast has dropped off, and we're down to like 10, 12, 15.
Breaking the floor.
Sad.
Not much.
What's going on?
Not much.
What's going on?
Not too much.
No.
We were just getting ready to sign off. Anything you want to address?
Maybe we should sign off because I'm getting a little froggy.
Froggy?
Yeah. Well, we could talk. You know how we could talk, but I mean, I just don't want to say on live why I'm froggy.
Yeah.
I'm a little paranoid for the time being right here, right now. Like I know I'm safe, but I'm just saying I have a funny feeling that I don't know. I have that feeling again.
We do proud.
Yeah.
God, you should have said that. Don't say
They don't know which province.
Okay.
Thanks, Monica, for being in here tonight. Appreciate it. Jay Montgomery, thank you. You guys on the panel, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
everybody.
What's up, Jay?
Be sure to
Epic
hit the
Cop
like
Watch.
button before you go.
Epic Cop Watch is here. Good to see Epic Cop Watch. All you people, go ahead and hit not that there's not that people here right now, but there will be people watching. Run on over to No Name Audits and Breaking the Fly, KY Packer fan. Hit those likes and subscribe to those channels if you have not yet. They are channels that are out there working the street, doing the stuff that we need to get done. So
Hey,
make sure
tomorrow's gonna be big for me, guys. I'm going to like a tyrant town. It's well known for tyranny. Even Press NH now won't even audit in this town. I'm gonna go there, and
What
then
town
I'm
is-
also gonna cover a maskless event. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really good.
Hi,
I
Lizzie.
can't. I have to ask you off the live what town it is. I can't say that live.
Hi, Lizzie Walsh from North Attleboro.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what town Joe's going to. It's called Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
No, it's Newfields, New Hampshire, where Sununu Gesundheit lives.
Oh.
Governor Sununu. No, it's
No,
not that town. I'm just kidding.
No,
I
is
just
that
put this
Attleboro?
info in out there.
Lizzie,
So
is
it's
that-
not Johnston, Rhode Island.
Lizzie, is that Attleboro, Attleboro, Vermont, or Attleboro, Mass?
Hey, North Attleboro is where, Fudgy Fishy lives.
Yeah, Katie Kate.
Lynn Ann, do you want me to connect you and Joe Cool?
What's going on?
Must be Joe.
I have a funny feeling they're probably pinging my fucking phone.
That's probably what they're doing. Keep track here, so they
Dude,
know. When,
I track you everywhere you go. You're sitting on the toilet right now.
no, that's just driving.
Dude, I've already had panic anxiety and PTSD, but this is a whole new level of panic anxiety, PTSD. They did a whole new number on me.
Well, when you busted up that many times in a week.
Just a minute. Let me see. Hang on a second, bro. Let me see if I got Joe's.
I mean, seriously.
information here.
I mean, I'm being serious. Like, how many more times can I go film them? It sounds like if I even go film another, every time I'm gonna go film them at this point, I'm gonna get handcuffs on.
Okay, Joe Cool's number. Email. Joe, where are you, Joe? I know it's 180 Joe something or other.
Hey, No Name. I'm going to be talking to this guy tomorrow.
All right.
And I'm going to see what he thinks about your case there in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
180 Joe Cool at gmail.com. Repeat 180.
Oh, the lawyers here, the Good Old Boy Network. I'm sorry for.
She wants to get is Breaking the Flaw. Your name Joe?
My birth name is Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe.
That's who she wants. She wants to get a hold of you. Lynn Ann wants to get a hold of you.
Oh.
About what?
I don't have any information on you, or I can connect
About
you guys.
going to that town that she was talking to him
Right.
about.
Well, yeah.
Can you send your number here? I'll put my email.
Or an email number.
Well, hey, anyone can email me at breakingtheflaw@gmail.com. That's simple as that.
Okay, you got that? Got that, Lynn?
breakingtheflaw@gmail.com.
Well, now
Okay, guys.
All right.
That time. Talk to y'all later. I'm going up when I can still see the
All right,
light.
Brian. Have a good one, man.
All right.
Later. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
All right.
You too, man. We're not too far. Remember that.
All right.
I know.
All right, peace.
Later.
Peace.